Hey, bestie.
Hello, besties. Hello. Again, I miss one stream and I forget how to be a functioning person. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, I enjoy these weird little button things I do. I can finally do them with Fallout, but lots of Fallout. We don't look at it though. We don't look at it. We pretend it blends into this chair. Hello. Hello, Elise. Hey, bestie. Hello, Andor. Hello, Goop. Hey, Goop. Hello. Hello, Plasma. Hello. Fallout Buns. Yeah, you've heard of Fallout 4. Get ready for Fallout Buns, guys. No apocalypse. But if you call me having a meltdown on Apocalypse, then there is one. You want to touch my buns? They're rather bouncy, they're quite nice. And I did wash my hair today with vanilla scented shampoo, so it does smell rather delicious, I do have to say. And, you know, we are just big on that. How is everybody? How we all doing? I thought when I first looked at the poll that, sorry, why did I say it so aggressively? I thought Walking Dead was winning, so I went and I bought it and I downloaded it and then was like, oh wait, never mind. The other one won. Where's my, see, my old music I used to play. Both of them got blocked. Bruh. Both of the playlists I used to use got blocked on YouTube. It's very sad. Hi, Miss Parker. You're gonna let me touch your buzz, Miss Parker. The greatest 20, the greatest 21, which I'm completely fine with because I just want to know if the speckled band is a snake, because at least that knows me lunch, and what I want for lunch is 2 bubble teas. Internet censorship is a criminal. Oh. Join me on my merch against YouTube for being stinky. Because it's a Groovy as well. RIP Groovy, guys. Any other Discord users will know the bot Groovy did die last night. I saw someone on TikTok had a funeral for him, where they made Groovy play as the world caves in just before he died. Depressing. Also kind of wish the server I'm in did a funeral for Groovy, but we were too busy getting multiple bots, and Elise was making them all play Fantasy Vampire. I think we've decided on Music Woman. I don't know what the actual bot's called. It has like an anime lady in it though. Groovy was a real one though. So I do be missing Groovy, but Yonk, I need to like slam my windows like across screen size so you do open it in the screen so I can load the game. But like I need to like slam it across because I have my mouse DPI like a bit lower than usual because of playing Valorant and I'm trying to get better at it. I've been doing like ass at Valorant lately though, so I need to practice, but see Marisha Curry's. What's really sad about it? I'm kind of sad about it, but I listen to my own music a lot more in calls now. I think I usually mute the bot unless like I don't know. Sometimes I have on, sometimes I don't. Hello, Michael. How are you? Hi. That's a date. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think they look really fun and really fun and fresh and really cool and fun and fresh. And I keep like kind of yanking them back through so they stay where they are. We're not gonna look what the back of my head looks like because I feel like that's just like a violation. It's very muggy, and it will also be the jankiest part I think ever. Hello, Ham. Hi, how are you? Why does my camera keep doing that? I'm getting a new one. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the violations. But where's my game? Yes, to Groovy's dead. We have a new bot. What's the new bot called, by the way, Elise? Game? DB kind of freaking out. Is it loaded on from last? No. Hold on. Give game. Give game. Give game, please. Okay, wait, if I click OK, I think there's music. Oh my god, the background changes depending on the case you're on. Okay, that's cool. Usually it's just like the courtroom. If it looks funky fresh. The fit is, I got this top. It's obviously my camera's like flipped around because I only like my face this way around, but it says I'm about to develop an attitude, and then this dog, and it's green, and it is the comfiest t-shirt I've ever bought. One of, I have another one. The other one, funny enough, I got it from Lee's Fest, not last year, the year before, because I didn't go this year. And then I got this one from a charity shop when I was in London, so I really want to go to London again because they have really good charity shops and like thrift stores and stuff. I am the noobs, but I just get my guitar out on my ukulele and sing songs. That's how it works now. That's how it does it. I need to buy a mic like a bit more in front of me for this game because it's so loud, I forget. But yeah, my fit is literally just this top, which is one of my favorite tops. It's literally, I cannot describe to you how comfy it is, and then pajama shorts, so we really do be rocking the cool fit. This bit makes it, like, the hair and the headphones. Clean it? You're gonna clean? Well, it's not hard to, it's hard to have fun cleaning, but you know, have fun cleaning. But yeah. We had banging dinner. What did you make? What did I have for dinner? My dad made pasta, and we had game meatballs, and he made the pasta from scratch. He's really good at cooking, and it's always fun seeing what meals he makes. I think we're on this. Yeah, this is to be the right save because I know I've saved over some of them. I hate that noise with a passion. Jojo, hi! How are you, Bessie? How you doing? How you been? You made the pasta from scratch? My dad taught me how to do it as well, and he has like the pasta things where you roll it through and it goes really. Shoo. What's the command to go to play music in a call? Being really nice to me, and begging. I wish you. Sorry. But. What's that command group? It was like IKEA meatballs and baked pots. What a pot? Baked pots. You're going to know why. I do like the IKEA meatballs. I didn't get the IKEA meatballs. I get ones from Costco, which I really like, and then please, no. Elise? Elise! No! No! I don't know who did the scream, but I literally choked on my drink. It was Jojo B, it was you! I didn't expect the scream through all the music to come through, and I literally nearly choked on my drink. Someone clip that, please. I don't want to see the face on me when I choke. I know my throat looked weird. Oh my gosh. Okay. What am I drinking? Some juice. That was rather savage for me just starting, guys. I just got here. That's a violation. Which my brain is all the time literally saying bestie. Juice drinks juice. Yeah. Yeah, a Purple Penguin is like my best mod. Elise is really, really bad. Yeah, jeez. Okay, guys. Okay, to the game. Unless anyone has anything else to get out the system. Okay.
Baba Booey.
shouldn't have said anything.
Baba Booey.
At least someone also clipped that. That was great. Oh my god. I did bring that upon myself. I did do that to myself. Okay, let's go. Okay, we got thrown out of the room. So last stream, which I'm pretty sure I put on my bod channel. I did like a bunch of them today. I think I missed some though. I also keep using my puppet. I need to move it away from me because I keep using it. I'm like one of those annoying sticky toddler people who just all the time. We got kicked out of the room by the Russian lady who's disguised as a old man, fugitive person, you know, and she's gone to talk to the captain disguised as that Russian person. Quiet burp for you guys. There you go. Okay, wish we hadn't been thrown out like that. I wish we managed to find some clues to what a speckled band might be. It's a snake, and if it's not, I will... What will I do? I don't know what I'll do, but it will be drastic. It won't be. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm just gonna be very upset. We didn't manage to investigate at all. And I imagine... Crop top man, crop top man, crop top man, crop top man. And we'll be able to do for a while longer. We'll never get past the sailor guarding the door. It's clearly glaring at us as if to say, don't even think about it. Bull rock. Yo! Oh, wait a minute. What is it? Well, what happened to our great detective friend? Where did he go? Through the vent? Did he vent? Oh yes, he's completely disappeared. When did he do that? He slipped away as quietly as the wind, but not before ensuring these were securely back on my wrists. Okay, I'm gonna guess he's in the other room.
Damn O W O W O W O W O W O W O M M M M M U M U M M U M U U M M U U M U M U M U mummy milkers.
I agree. Oh my god, my Phoenix command thing is not updated. So it's from like the second case we did like months ago. I do apologize. I need to update it. That was a crazy cow. Hey, bestie. It has been a while. I'm good. How are you? What you doing, bestie? The Amy bot is playing your fucking stream. Wait, what? What is it? Oh, the music bot that you have? How is it playing my stream? What the heck? And also, Ham, thank you for the 1 bit. I can't join the VC, but I could probably see it if you're in a thing. Is it? It's not playing it. That's so weird. You good too? Was your birthday yesterday? Oh my god! Well, happy birthday for yesterday. Everyone in chat say happy birthday to Crazy Cal. It was our birthday yesterday. Everybody say happy birthday. You got your Switch? What games did you get on it? I've started to get loads of games on my Switch because I want to use it more. So I've started getting more games. What games have you got? Have you got like Animal Crossing and stuff? What have you got on it? I'm also glad you're good. I'm very glad to hear that. I'm going back in this cabin because I feel like he climbed through the vent. Yay! Okay, looks like they're still investigating in here. Okay. Yes. On that subject. I wonder if he's about to host an Argos unscathed.
Dilfs are funny NGL and you look really pretty today JADPERI love you less than 3,333,333 AA.
That's a good number. I agree. Yeah. And thank you for the other 1 bit. Thank you. it. No one's gonna be me Mario Kart. It's not gonna happen. Just Dance, Overcooked, All You Can Eat, and Spiritfarer. Oh, I want to play Spiritfarer. That's the one where you hug all the animals and you like help them, like, you know, like, is it when like each of them is like a relative, but it's like an animal and you hug them? Is it? And Just Dance. I kind of want Just Dance because I think it'd be really funny. Also, Overcooked is good. Oh! Thank you, Adele, for the 42 bits! Thank you! Aw. Thank you so much! But yeah, I have Overcooked on Steam, and then I got Overcooked 2 because that was the one I could actually play with Elise, like, double. The first one you have to share a keyboard, and that was not going well for us. That was never gonna work. Surely you haven't forgotten, have you, Naruhodo-san? Don't you remember what you said about allowing you out of this cabin to investigate? At least I go with the 500 bits! What the?
HAPPYU birthday cow smiley face. Get SPATTOON2 from the best Ivy in the world.
Splatoon 2.
Mike Oxlong hee hee.
Thank you, Ham and Michael, for the 1 bits as well. Oh my gosh.
Let me get in on this.
Plasma! Thank you for the 10 donation. Thank you. Oh my goodness, Rob. It won't let you say naughty words. You have to be creative, you know? So you gotta do a Ham, you know? And a Michael, you know? Get the play on words in and stuff, you know? I'm sorry it robbed you of your penis. Please. But yeah, plus thank you for the £10. Okay. Okay. Do you remember what you said about allowing you out of this cabin to investigate? He was going to talk to the captain about it. He said he'd lay his life on the line for you. He's not going to die, dude. Come on. Putting my phone on. Hopefully my mic doesn't pick it up. Doesn't. It's just going to spell it, isn't it? Or is it no?
PENIS.
Yes. Thank you for the 10 bits, Elise. You did it. I also, I recommend getting the physical copy because it comes with tiny postcards and stamp stickers with the NPCs. Oh, no. Wait, oh, sorry. I haven't played Spiritfarer yet, but the back of the case literally says a cozy management game about dying. Love it, love it. It's like helping them pass on into the afterlife. It's so cute. I love it so much. I want to play it on stream. I think it'd be so fun. I need to write it down. Wait, Elise, could you write it down like a note to Spiritfarer just so I can remember to do it later? Because I don't want to stop.
Penis.
That one said it. See? Thank you for the 40 cumulative bits, Elise. You finally got it to say it. I'm very proud of you. But I'm sorry he was exaggerating. Yeah, he's not gonna die. Let's see what he has to say for himself. Might have some new information for us. Never know. Thank you for the 60 bits, Elise. Where is he in here? Oh, hey, bestie! He got beat up. He got beat.
Let's get some Tun-Tun.
Tun-Tun. Thank you for the 1 bit. What's that? Gift? It's Bullaman Sailor Edition! Yeah! I hope it's like a recurring thing where he shows up in different outfits. He's always like undercover.
West sussy wait, he is no hot EUA, maybe less Bane.
Less pain. Maybe less pain. Oh, you're back. Inspector? What happened to you? Your face is... Ah! Please, don't worry about it. But you cough blood. You're beat up now. Am I not supposed to be slightly concerned about you, bestie? Little scratches. Maybe by a bear. When I told the captain that I'd given you permission to investigate, he told me he'd pummel me with his fists and then toss me overboard. What? Why does the captain hate me? But the pummeling was over in a flash. And he must have decided against throwing me overboard. So it was nothing, really. Bestie, I think you should be a little bit more concerned. What do you think of the picture I made today? I love it. I love it. I did a little drawing of our little group that we have. And Goop got it in a little frame. It was very cute. And hello, Paulie. Hi. Hello, bestie. How you doing? And thank you so much. Yeah, I'm liking this hairstyle a lot for these headphones. Because when I just have it down, it like sits weird. So I think I'm gonna start doing more like updo things and experimenting with that because I find these really fun when I have headphones on. Very fun. You believe Val? That's okay. That's fine. Fruit on fruit.
Could chuck wood.
How much would a woodchuck could chuck wood? Fruit on fruit crime. Not crime. An attraction. But yeah, how are you, Paulie? Let's say he wasn't joking when he said he'd lay his life on the line if he had to. Yeah, apparently he was willing to get thrown overboard, but that's concerning. Well, thanks to your efforts, we now know a little about the neighbouring cabin. Yes, I understand. How? I bumped into a man claiming to be a great detective a little while ago. I think his name was something like Herlock Sholmes. I think he was German, though. Ah, that explains it. Shall we compare notes, then? We can tell you what we found out. Oh, yes! Thank you for the hydrate. They're definitely Leighton. It is literally, I don't know how they haven't got a copyright. It's Herlock Sholmes. Legit. He also kind of fine, but kind of really dumb, and I hate how he takes credit for all my ideas. So I kind of don't like him, but wait, where is he? Show me the people. Herlock Sholmes. Just so dumb. He is a golden retriever. No, golden retrievers are smart. I shouldn't be rude to golden retrievers. Okay, no, he's kind of smart. He's just, you know. Leighton is a professor, never mind. He's in between. You know, he does both things. He plays the field of criminology. You know? Hello, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Hello, bestie. Okay. What? Nikolina Pavlova? She's in the cabin next door? Oh, do you know who she is? Please! What self-respecting ballet fan wouldn't know that graceful angel? Bestie, please don't cough on me. This is 2 meters apart at all times, actually, bestie. Okay, upset in there. Well, that tells us the neighbouring cabin isn't related to the case, at least. Oh? How? She would never hurt someone! Oh my god. Because angels don't go around committing crimes, do they? Bruh. Oops. Now I definitely upset him. He's a dumb golden retriever. He is. This man's still coughing. Man, that's before it was cool. Literally, yes. He'd still be coughing up blood and shit. Does he have tuberculosis? I love saying tuberculosis like that. I don't know why. I do. It's just really funny. Inspector, is the investigation in here proof fruitful? Fruit on fruit? I'm honest, there's very little more I can do. Our duty is to make sure the scene isn't disturbed, ready to hand over to the Hong Kong police. So I'm just keeping watch here. Try not to take my eyes off the job. Bro, you have no glasses right now, they're broken. What, the tuberculosis? You got tuberculosis. Oh, I see. There's one thing. Do you have a small piece of new information for you? Oh, what? Yes, do tell us, Inspector, please. Tell me. Ah! New information. What is this new information you have, Inspector? Better be good. It's this. The Burgess medical officer had finished his exam of the body. I managed to obtain the report. Oh, Cosima's post-mortem report. Dead bestie. What's this? What? I'm not reading that. Anyone know any Switch games for 15 months or less? Ooh. I could have a look. I can't think of any off the top of my head because all of them are usually like 30 something. So you could buy one for basically 15, but you'd have to still pay. I don't know many games under 15 though. There will be some though. But I haven't looked at a lot of Switch games. So, what was the cause of death? Damage to the cervical vertebrae is what's written in the report. His neck was broken? Did the snake kill him? Did the snake asphyxiate him and snap his neck? Because snakes can do that. That's the whole point of not letting them go around your neck, is they can snap your neck. Girl. Girl. His neck was broken? Yes, it seems so. There was no obvious wounds or other signs of injury. So at first, I think they were considering poison. But it turns out they found no trace of poison in his system at all. Well, what weapon was used? A snake. Nothing has been found as yet, but the fact that there are no signs of a wound suggests it may have been a blunt object. Something that wouldn't leave a mark. A snake. There's a bear and breakfast game and a lumberjack coming out and they haven't been released yet. I believe they would. I wanna get okay, so I wanna do like some streams where I do like cozy indie games, like kind of like, you know, like bear and breakfast, like what the fuck. There's a new game coming out like next year called Lake, which is like a post like woman game in like 1980s, and you get to like, you know, like make friends with the whole town, like drive around, deliver parcels and shit. I want to get that so bad and just play that, like really chill, like in the afternoons, and then in the evenings do more like kind of like these kind of games. I love it. I love it. I want to find more like cute indie games. There's a Twitch streamer called Adventures. So instead of an N in Adventures, it's with an M. And she does loads of cozy indie games. I love it so much. I want to do it so bad. I need to find loads of indie games to play though. Also, I need to have the money to get them. But we're working on that. Okay. Something that wouldn't leave a mark yet, so a snake. Okay, so we've decided it's a snake. Oh, I see. All the body's nerves run through the spine to the brain. A strong enough impact to the neck could induce death. It is a possibility, and no obvious wound would be left. Okazuma. The game's straight? I have not. What is it about? Kind of very cool game. Give me a second. Yes, yes, please. I saw one where you are in like the you're in like a really snowy area and you have sled dogs and you have to like go get food or like camp and stuff, and you have to like get to like a cabin, and that looks really fun. But also, I would be really stressed out about the dogs dying, because if one of them died, I would not play the game. It'd be really sad. I'm kidding. I thought like that was a spam for a second because of the auto mod thing. It scared me out the corner of my eye. I have a second copy of the report. If that might be useful, you're welcome to have it. Really? You sure? Yes, it's fine. I trust you. He's so cute. It's about a cat and a postal apocalyptic of robots and stuff. It's not yet. Oh, I've seen that. The cat with the cat, and you play as a cat and you jump around the roofs and stuff. Yo! Yes, you send me that at least. I want to get that. I think that'd be really fun. But yeah, that I've seen that game. It looks really nice. It looks really nice. That's the noise they make when they're shocked, isn't it? The exclamation marks are like, oh. After all, if I didn't trust you, well, like, yo, I never agreed to you leaving this cabin in the first place, would I? You better trust me, babes. I did not kill my busy mate. I wouldn't do it. Post-mortem report has been entered into the court record. Okay, I'll have a look at that in more detail in a minute. Let me just finish talking to him. Games are so cool. There's so many. I just, it's so, just the concept of it, of just games is just so amazing. And I'm so glad I was like, this is so cringe. I'm so glad I was like born in a time where like this was something I could do. You know? Obviously, I would have been doing other stuff if, like, video games weren't a thing, but, like, I'm so glad video games are a thing because it's just so cool. Like, the concept of it is just... Is the doggy shell again coming out? Oh my god, please, if you know what the name is, please send it to me. I need to know. That's so cute. Yes. Mr. Sholmes was here, was he? Escapism, baby! Yeah! He seemed to be enjoying himself a little too much as he crept about on the floor investigating. But then he suddenly left. I suppose he must have become bored. Did he say anything at all? Actually, now you mention it, yes, just one thing, but he practically shouted it. It's shoe polish, was all he said. Shoe polish? I wonder what he means. This mark on the floor. It was when he was over there by the piece of broken glass. Do you see? Shoe polish! Ah, perhaps he was talking about this brick-colored mark, do you think? Ah, yes, that must be it. Okay, did he lick that? I bet he licked the floor to check if that was shoe polish. I guarantee that man licked the floor. I do not put it past him. The look on his face. Sherlock Holmes licks the floor. Pass it on. Little Misfortune. Oh, I just added Frambo to my game wish list. I think that's another game I want to play, like a horror-ish one. Kind of, again, like on like the Little Nightmares Inside branch. Like I'm still trying to find more horror games like that. I think Frambo might be a good one. Send a little bad look your way. Yes, yes, please, please, please. Dog Shuttle Game is called To the Rescue, a Dog Shuttle Simulator. It will be 20 Amazing. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. So how would Mr. Holmes know that it's shoe polish? Please tell me he licked the floor. That leaves me cold, I'm afraid. I have no idea. Oh, he does have a bunch of chemicals, so he could have just, like, looked, but... Thank you for the look, Ham. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, he does have a load of chemicals on him, because I know he puts, like, things on his glasses. He put pink in his glasses, and he could see me, the heat signature of me in the wardrobe asleep. So I clean. Hell yeah, baby. What is this, Asoto-san? Well, presuming someone was wearing leather shoes with a very dark tan hue. Dark tan? A sort of dark brownish red, then. Yes, a little like the colour of red wine, but darker. I often prepared them for him. Oh. Does this mean that this mark was made by the polish on Kazuma's shoe as they scuffed on the floor? That's a weird way to scuff the shoe, though. Like, what is he doing? What's the dog doing? What's the steak doing? Oh. It's really all I can tell you at this stage. I should return to my post. I felt like Crewman's eyes are boring into the back of my head. Yes, that might be for the best. Thank you. Stop coughing! Bye. Poor Inspector. You look exhausted. Oh, no. Well. I feel terrible that I failed to protect Asogi's. Please! Oh, it was my responsibility. Bro. What was the shoe polish on? Because it has quite a strong smell. I don't know how his shoe, like... Because that's his, like, foot flat down. His shoe must have dragged like that across the floor. Like, he got moved by someone. Or did the snake just kill him? Did the snake just kill him and that was it? Like... But no, it has to be something to do with the books and everything falling over the same way as the door lock. I think the door locked itself when the ship was like in like a storm or something. Still, I still think that. Of course, my pain is nothing compared to yours. You're his friend. Jesus. Truth is, I'm okay. I seem to have had a heavy head ever since I woke this morning. Why has everyone been drugged? How many cases did he play since the tutorial? Bestie, this is the second one. And I haven't even seen a courtroom yet. I literally finished the first one, woke up in this room in the next episode, got accused of my best mate's murder, and I've been trying to figure out what actually happened ever since. Haven't seen the inside of a courtroom since. It's interesting. My head's still throbbing too. Okay, so Alden's got poisoned for some reason. Can I talk to this guy more, or will he still not talk to me? You! Where did you go? Oh! Sorry, I just went to the next door cabin to investigate. Why? Who gave you permission for this? Well, I mean, Stephen Hosanaga did. That new Japanese, was it? Later, I will roll him into a ball and throw him in the cold room. Apex time. Here we are. Oh, he's gone back to guarding the door. I hope Inspector Hosanaga doesn't find himself in too much trouble on our account. He's really gone out of his way to help us, hasn't he? When we get back to Japan, we'll have to take him for a steak at Le Carnival. It could be a very long time from now, Naruhodo-san. Okay, I haven't looked at this again, apparently. Potion permit, yeah, I have that on my wish list, because Ham said about it. And then there was another one, which called it Witchbrook, I think, which is another Chucklefish game that I don't know when it's going to come out. It got announced years ago, and it just hasn't, I haven't heard about anything yet. Yeah, you did! I'm pretty sure you told me about Potion Permit when I was looking for, like, cozy games to play. This is where Kazuma spent his final moments writing his diary. I can hear a faint whistling sound. 1:35 AM, what looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. Looking at his writing here on this page, it's almost impossible to believe that he's gone. Kazuma-sama left us a valuable clue in these words, I'm sure of it. We have to solve this mystery now, Hoda-san. We will. We will, Bessie, do not worry. Okay, look at this more. Okay. It really is such a beautiful colour, the glass. It looks like whatever it was broken clean in two, but the other half is nowhere to be seen. And then there's the brick-coloured mark, which is shoe polish, according to that great detective you seem to know all about. Shine! Hey, bestie! How you doing? How are things? Oh. Sorry for the day without response to my telepathic messages. You just keep trying, bestie. It'll happen. It will happen. Maybe, but what I'd like to know is, how can the detective be so sure it's shoe polish and not shoe polish? I can't speak. Because he's a great detective, of course. That's hardly a reason, is it? Let's see. Oh, the vent again. Okay, I can look at that again. So this ventilator joins to Mr. Pavlova's cabin. Yes, that's right. And just a few minutes before he died, Kazuma saw something emerging from it. The speckled band, as he described it. The snake killed him. The snake killed him. You're at school right now? Yo! Are you on like a break? Are you in like a class? Or what's happening? I'm just gonna start calling me slime and it's gonna stick. Yes, I agree. Petition to confront Ruby on her Genshin addiction. How many people would sign? How many people would be signing this? If only Miss Pavlova had been able to shed some light on it, but she seems as baffled as we are. Yes, I wonder if she's telling us everything now. Hi, Suro! Can I hear you right now? I'm in the car. I'll go back on stream if you're still live later. Oh, thank you, Suro! Thank you, but hello. For the meantime, I hope your car trip goes okay. Yeah! I'm not sure. I know most people abroad would say the same about me, but there was something about that woman that didn't sit right with me. She's lying. About something. I know that. Oh, I can look at these rules again, okay. Is the trophy thing in the bookcase something you can look at, or is it just very shiny? So, when I first was in this room, everything on that shelf was toppled over this way. So all the books have fallen over, the trophy had fallen over, like a statue I think it is, because it's in everyone's room. Everyone has the same statue and the same books in the room if they're in first class. Every single thing was fallen over this way. So, when they say the door was locked from the inside, it only could have been me who killed him because I was the only other person in the room. I think boat rocked, everything fell, lock went into place, and everything fell over. But I'll see if I can look at it again because I have looked at it before. Now, the rules of passage to travel are bring the Esperia. Okay. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in the cabin. Pets are also strictly forbidden. So by bringing her pet on board, Miss Pavlova has broken the rules. Yeah, bestie. She called it a friend, didn't she? Yeah, so then we don't know what form this friend takes as of yet. It's a snake, and it killed your best mate. That's what snakes do, you know. They do be snaky, you know. I'm almost certain that whatever it is, it's inside the traveling case in her cabin. A friend. There's more to this than it seems, I think. I think so too, bestie, but you know what? I think we're gonna solve it. Okay, besties, we got this. We got this. Oh, I can look at it again. There you go. All the books provided for passengers occupying this cabin neatly arranged on the shelf. They were all over the place when we first looked around, if you remember. Oh, yes, and you tidied them up, didn't you? You have to look after the ship's property. Unruly behavior in the cabins is damage. So, I think at some point we're going to come back in, they're all going to have fallen over again, and someone's going to mention that it's when the ship rocks or something. I feel like that's going to happen. But it really wasn't me who knocked them all over. Well, anyway, I feel much better now they're neatly lined up. I can't relax when things are untidy. Are you okay in this entire crime scene then? Because everything has fallen over. I've looked at absolutely everything now, I think. Can I go anywhere else? I can't go in there. Okay, something's happening. I was worried nothing was going to happen when I came out here. Okay. Ah! Look, Naruhodo-san! Seaman Stroganov's gone! Strong, you know? The burly Russian sailor who's always crossing his arms and glaring at us in the crop top, looking really cute. Ugh. All these Russian names are impossible to remember. Get it, bestie. I don't like it anymore. If that Herlock person... La la la. Do you hear that? Sounded like someone's singing. La 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 li la li la li. I did it in the great detective way. It's him! It's the boy! Hello, boy! Here he is! It's caroling. I know that lark-like voice. Never mind that now. This is a golden opportunity for us. Yes, you're right. We must seize it. Let's go, bestie. Let's get inside Miss Pavlova's cabin while we can and investigate. Definitely. Before that, Stringy Knot Crewman comes back. What does that mean? Hello, boy! Welcome! Yes, he's a lark. It's Stragonov. I didn't read what the last bit said, so I don't care. Okay, in we go. Everything of hers has fallen over the exact same way. So this is how they were. If you see the bookshelf over there, that's how they looked usually. She's had to pick them all up. Her case is open. Her case is open. The snakes are in the room. The snake is in the room. The snake is in the room. The snake is in the room. Oh my god, where's the snake? It has to be a snake. Miss Pavlova isn't back yet. Sato-san. Oh, where's she gone? Is she on the bed? Oh, she's in the wardrobe. What are you doing? Those are our private things. There's not a moment to waste, Naruhodo-san. We must investigate as quickly as we can. I suppose you're right. Kazuma's sake. Oh, look at her little bug. It's strong enough, not stringy, not. Oh, that's it. Thank you, Crazy Cat. Thank you, thank you. What do you mean? Can't be long now until we arrive at port in Hong Kong. Oh, so this is the last thing we do before we go in court, I'm pretty sure. I don't need to be in this handcuffs when we get there. Really? We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san. By ourselves if we have to. She believes me now. She believes me. Yes, we will. Okay. Here we go. This first. Oh my! Miss Pavlova's case is open. It's completely empty inside. But according to the great detective's great deduction, she was hiding a special friend in there. A special friend! Yes, a friend she has to keep a secret. Because you're not allowed to bring animals abroad at the SS Buryo. I wonder what kind of animal she had in there. Please, can I not find out before the court? Please. And the more of the point, where is it now? Is it dangling out of the vent? Did it bend? Naruhodo-san, are you there? Sorry? I'm right here, yes, why? Oh, good. I thought you might have climbed into the wardrobe when I wasn't looking. There's no place like home. Bit. Believe me, I don't have some strange compulsion to jump inside every wardrobe I see, you know? Bro. What else gonna be? The swan on the other lady's hat? Oh my god, please! Not the swan. Not Bruce the swan. I can't do it. Anyway, I'm not sure anyone could fit inside this one. It's full of beautiful outfits. I suppose they're all stage costumes. I was rather hoping we might find Miss Pavlova's friend hiding in there, but no such luck. Okay, all of her things have fallen over. It's a giraffe. I've made a great deduction. Oh my god, no, please. I don't, please. tell Elise why giraffes are real, because she just refuses to believe they're real. Even though I've seen a giraffe, like, with my own eyes. All the books are toppled over together. Look, every single one. Isn't that a bit sus? Do you think that's a god of the sea, perhaps? He's toppled too, though. It's exactly the same as the bookcase next door, in Kazuma's cabin. Perhaps Miss Vedlova was practicing a difficult ballet pose and fell against the bookcase. I don't know. Would she really be practicing ballet on the same night she ran away from her ballet company? Alright then. It must have been you. You lost your temper and knocked them all over in a fit of rage. Not everything bad that happens on this ship is because of me, you know. Well, anyway, I'll set them all straight in here too. I don't like seeing things in disarray. Long neck horse, isn't it? Got spots and stuff. Oh, okay, bitch, tampering with the crime scene, babes. Trying to scare me, babes. It's not gonna work. I'm past it. There are a few books on the desk. Nothing else by the looks of it. Well, Miss Vedlova only ran away from the ballet last night. She's hardly occupied this cabin for any time at all. It's true. Wonder what kind of books she likes to read. Let me see. Yes, I see. It would seem that Miss Pavlova enjoys reading books written in Russian. I love it, Susato. I'm so glad. Thanks. I think I maybe already knew that. It's rude to ask too much of people in Naruhodo-san. Kindly remember that. Okay, bestie. I will scream at you right now. Send you a voice note. Okay. Bet. I'll play it on stream. I can't look at this. What? I investigated thoroughly, but I can't find anything out of place. Oh, bestie, we will. What's over here? Tea. Why is the tray on the floor? It would seem this teapot's empty. So the natural conclusion is that the Russians are a very thirsty people. No. Or because Miss Vedlova only came into this cabin last night, she hasn't had the chance to make any tea yet? It's time to walk over to you and scream. How many hours is that? How many hours would it take to walk here? You did not. Amazing, I love it. I love it very much. It took me over 2 days and I have to take a boat. Yo! Oh my god. New parakeet? That is my new parakeet. I have a new bird, yeah. I mean, it could be either. It's definitely that they're excessively thirsty. I'd lay 1,000 to 1 on it. You're rather obstinate, aren't you? Naruhodo-san. Bruh. What? Bin. Get in there for making that shitty joke. Suppose every cabin has a waste paper basket. Shall I have a little look and see what's been thrown away? Naruhodo-san. It's poor etiquette to go sifting through someone's rubbish, you know? But we have to do it. It's a lovely bird. Yeah. It just screams all the time. Stop looking at me if I'm a piece of rubbish now. Don't look at me like that, bitch. Sorry, you're not a bitch. You're a wonderful woman. However, there are special circumstances, I think. Exactly, we have no choice. Show me the trash. I also have a monster. Oopsie! You should add my scream as a new scream. I will. I'll do that. There's hardly anything in here at all. Oh, okay, I wanted there to be a snake in there. Oh, well, that's a little disappointing. The tray on the floor, what's that about? I wonder what this little saucer is doing on the floor. Does she feed the snake? It doesn't look like it's been dropped, more like put there deliberately. She feeds the snake off it. Do you think there could be a leak in the roof just above it? Bruh. What? A leak? Bruh. Is this ship quite safe? Bruh. You make your own sounds. Just have all of your own voice, the different sounds. I'm sure that even if there's a little leak in the roof, it doesn't mean the whole ship is going to sink. No, you're right. Of course you're right. She's really trying to persuade herself, isn't she? I can look at her rules. I think the leak is Alicia Rose is a snake on the loose hunt. Literally. Where is the snake? If I bet. Okay. Either I pan the camera over again when I go to examine the other side of the room, the snake's hanging out of the vent. Or when I go out of this room back into my room, the snake's hanging out of the vent, or just in the room, like, attacking the sailor or some shit, like. They're displayed in this case too, look. This is by your rules of passage. Looking women and dangerous objects in their comments. Patterns and notes. It's me screaming like Hydra. Hydra now! I suppose Miss Avlova realized that she needed to keep her contents of her case a secret after she read this. A special friend, I mean. I wonder where her friend has disappeared to now. She's probably having fun exploring this ship, I imagine. I just hope Steven Stroganoff doesn't find it and throw it overboard. Oh, yes. So do I. Why do I already not care for this pet? I looked up hoping to see it there. Okay, door. Reverb 2. Just saying everything. It's like, fart. Toot. What's that tooty intercom thingy in the corner room? I don't know, because I tried to examine it and it wouldn't let me. But I think it's like a way to talk to all the passengers at the same time or something, I think. This cabin door has the same simple sort of bolted latch that our cabin has. If the bolt's drawn and closed, there's no way anybody could enter the cabin from outside. Yes, it's not a particularly heavy-duty bolt, is it? But still, it wouldn't slide across of its own accord, would it? No, and the door is made of metal, so there's no chance of trickery using magnets to unbolt it from the outside. And it seals up perfectly, too, to stop any seawater coming in. So you couldn't use the method you told me of passing a thread through the crack around the closed door, either. I seem to know a lot of tricks for opening doors. I'm starting to see why they suspect me. Yeah, you're a little bit sussy, babes. Vent. So the ventilator connects to Kazuma's cabin next door. Yes, although what a fool of shipbuilder must be open the What a fool a shipbuilder must be to open a ventilator into another room. Ah, maybe it's so that if there's any gas leak next door, the occupant of this cabin would notice and raise the alarm. Or the occupants of both cabins would die of gas poisoning. Bro, I'm trying to help. That is a possibility. Anyway, last night Kazuma wrote that he saw a speckled band coming out of his ventilator. Look in the vent. Look in the vent. What is this? This is a bell. There's one of these next to the bed in Kazuma's cabin too. Yes, it's a bell cord. I can't resist. She barely hesitated there and she gave it a good tug too. Ventilator defeats the purpose of the door being waterproof, doesn't it? Yes. But I suppose both doors of the two cabins at the vent are linked are both, like, they won't let any water in. So I guess the vent in between the two rooms doesn't cause too much of a problem. I don't know why it's there though. No, I didn't actually expect anyone to come. We don't want them to. We're trying to investigate in secret. Bruh. Okay, I can't look at that. Have I not looked at something? See, I can't look at that. Need to move over here. What have I looked at? I can't look at that. There's something on the floor. I don't know. Oh my god, I don't have to do the thing I had to do in no. Okay. I must have missed something. What have I missed? Usually in anything on the desk, I did look and it was just books in Russian. I like about this game, I don't have to go between every single room before I get to my destination. Like if you remember when I played especially the last episode of the Phoenix Wright game with Orange Suit Guy, I had to go between like 10 different places to get to a destination. This game just lists them all and you can just click the one you want, which is so good. It saves so much time. There's like paper on the desk, but I can't look at it. I've looked at everything, right? Cup, chair, those, these, that, floor. I can't look at this bag. I've looked in there. I've looked on the bed. Looked at the wardrobe. Thing is, what I charge per piece. When I've done commissions in the past, they've been over 100. Just because of time and talent. You know? I feel like I do them expensive. Also, I know I'm paying for both my time and my materials, so it would be over 100. Depending on size as well, obviously, but could go up or down. I don't know what I'm missing. I've investigated her room, and I have found not a lot. What do you paint though? Is there anything specific or what? Anything back in the hallway? Ooh, I will look. I specialize in painting portraits, I would say. As you can tell from behind me. I specialize in portraits. I can do landscapes, I can do animals, but not as refined as I can do faces, or like detail I can do in faces, because I'm obviously used to faces. That's what I've been doing for like years now. What got in the hallway? Oh, here we go. No! Where's the singing? Oh. Okay. Is he singing over here? Hey, Bessie. Why do you have a gun? Oh, it's Mr. Sholmes, look. Oh, you never know where he's going to turn up next, do you? He seems to be stealing a look at something and he sings to himself. Please don't make... Okay, is he singing again? Here he goes. I did it the great detective way. He's still singing. Think he hasn't noticed us? Or he's simply in extremely high spirits. I specialize in swag. I also do that. The trap. I've looked at that. Naruhodo and Susato didn't know what cheese was. Or Susato didn't, Naruhodo and didn't. And it was quite funny. Imagine how sexy the voice actor would be for Sherlock Holmes in Japanese. We've heard him in English. We haven't heard him in Japanese, because I guess my game's set to English. This is the country I bought it in. Oh my god, singing as well. Okay, yes, there were times I'm sure you knew whether your bit off more than it could chew. And through it all, there was doubt. It's lucky her luck was about. Excuse me? I solved it all and I stood tall. I did it in the great detective way. Mr. Sholmes! Ah! What is it? We want to fight? Honestly, interrupting a fellow when he's singing and I was about to reach the climactic finish. Sorry, I thought you were never going to stop, so I figured now is a good time as any. I really dropped you on the floor with one of my famous right hooks. Alright, I get the picture. Now could you put those fists away? Bruh, you shouldn't have beefed me. You and Mount cheese originate from the Netherlands? Am I cheddar? I don't know where cheddar came from. Gouda! That was a good cheese pun. Cheese pickup line? Cheese pun? Both. Very good. Steampunk wannabe detective. Literally. Mrs. Sholmes, you seem to be examining something before we interrupted you. Ah, yes, that. I was immersed in study of the ship's log, as penned by the stockily built crewman who's usually on guard here. Oh, yes. The ship's log. And did you find out anything useful from it? After 2 AM this morning, the majority of the entries are blank. Which mean that there was nothing to report. Nothing of note happened, so... Right. My hair's falling out. You truly are a student from the land of the rising sun. You've been utterly blinded by it. I will deck you. Sorry? Ooh. Your logic, my boy, is inverted. Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? They didn't want to report it. It was too sussy. Observe the other pages and it all shall become clear. They rub it out and he got the impressions. It's in the same crewman off some sentry in the first class passageway. And he has an almost religious practice of recording nothing to report every half hour. Oh, you asked it in every 30 minutes? Nothing to report? Precisely. Put simply, the seaman writes nothing to report when there is just that. And yet, the ship's log from last night is largely blank. He didn't even write nothing to report. Do you mean... Yes. There were circumstances afoot last night which led to the seaman being absent from his post. Okay. That was an easy way to... Ah! What kind of circumstances? What happened? That remains a mystery for now, but we can be sure something significant took place. So significant that it caused the seaman to forget his regular habit of scribing, nothing to report in the log. These are important details. I would stake my life on it. You must have the ship's log in your mental file. Okay. Thank you. Heckle noises. Now that deduction was worthy of a great detective. You're starting to understand what my way is, I see. What makes Sholmes Sholmes? Brilliance. Why is he laughing? Ugh. Ouch. What is it? You hurt? Oh, don't worry yourself. I seem to be afflicted with a throbbing head this morning for some reason. Why has everyone got a throbbing head? Also, I need to redo my bun. I can feel it coming out. So I'm gonna redo it before it decides to redo itself. Okay, so everyone for some reason has like this, it's like they've all been hit on the head, or maybe they've been in like hailing gas or something. I pulled that through too far. There we go. I think I did it. I don't know what it's doing. Seems to have been afflicted with a throbbing head this morning for some reason. Well, okay. I'm attracted to everyone in this game. I'm just gonna clip up my little baby hair as well. Your head, but I like the deduction. Well, my friends, until our next encounter. I didn't do my hair up well at all at the back then. He's still singing to himself. I can hear it as he wanders down the passageway. Leave him alone. Let him sing if he wants to. There we go. Okay. Head up my baby hair. Pow pow pow. Pow pow! Something wrong, Sasato-san? Is he lost in thought? It's just 3 people have mentioned their head hurts. Well, I feel the same. Everyone hit their head on the headboard. Ever since I woke this morning, I've had something of a headache. A sort of continuous throbbing. Oh, you too? Ah! Okay. Ah! What's that? I don't like that. I hate those kind of noises. Shut down the engines immediately. Vessel sighted at 1/4 mile 4. Are we gonna crash? Full stop. Hard to stop. On all hands, brace for impact. What the? I think we're about to crash into another ship. What? Oh my god! No! All the bugs are gonna fall. I can't stand. Sasato-san, hold on to me. Ah! Sasato-san, are you alright? Are you injured at all? Bruh, what the heck? I think I'm fine. Thank you, Naruhodo-san. All the books fell over, bitch. Looks like we avoided a collision. I think. Oh, so they nearly crashed into another boat last night. See, hi, Bessie, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. So that's why last night they had to go over to the left, starboard, to avoid a ship. Everything fell over that way. Look at the... Sorry, besties. Can we just look at the lock on the door right now? Can we just have a little peek over there at the lock on the door? It appears to be that it is locked now because the boat, like I said right at the start of this fucking playthrough of this case, the lock slid into place when the boat went that way. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm so big brain. I said that as soon as we started this case. First time. Oh my goodness. What about you, Naruto-san? Are you hurt? No, I'm fine. Hello, is anybody there? Shout if you need assistance. Oh, that sounds like... Inspector Hosonaga. Is that you in there, Naruto-san? Unbolt the door, quickly. What? The bolt? Ah! I'm so good at this game! Oh! You're lost in the forest and couldn't be home in time to show it to you. You were lost? Are you okay? Was that not spooky? I'm glad you're doing good, though. Wouldn't slide on its own. Gravity begs to differ, Bestie. Gravity said, let me just, move this metal for you. Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm too good at this game. Look at that. The door's bolted. Did you do that, Sato-san? No, I didn't touch it. That's strange. How did... Bro. And look at all the books. I literally said this as soon as we started this case. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. They're just like they were before again. Naruto-san, aren't you going to open the door and let the inspector in? I better tidy this place up first. A violent emergency stop had solved one mystery, at least, in a very vivid way. But I knew that what awaited us on the other side of the cabin door would not be pleasant. I hurried around tidying up the cabin with a new sense of foreboding in my heart. Okay. I'm gonna continue playing because I want to see if I see the inside of a freaking courtroom at any point. But I really like this. I also, like, a boat sinking is like my biggest nightmare. Like, I literally refuse to go on like a cruise ship or anything because I'm so terrified of it sinking. Even though it's like literally so unlikely nowadays. Why does my hair look so weird? But no, the idea of the ship sinking or like crashing into the ship like freaks me out so bad. Are we off the boat now? Somehow, the door to the cabin we were in ended up bolted after we made an emergency stop. Sato-san took a deep breath and gently slid back the bolt. Oh, she got found out. You. What are you doing in Miss Pavlova's quarters? Ah, you both look unhurt. Good. Yes, we're fine. Thank you. What on earth happened? We heard something about how we were going to collide with another ship. This captain's really bad at driving. Normalized being attracted to Donkey Kong. Where did that come from? Please explain. Please explain. It appears to have been a false report, though. Oh, how did that happen? There's a dense fog outside, so it's extremely difficult to see. Someone must have thought he saw a ship ahead. The person obviously triggered an alarm, and that's why we made an emergency stop. Everything is chaos. Passengers are screaming. Crew are running everywhere. Why is he burned like that? Why? Or like suntan in his weird stripes on his face. The first class area is the only quiet part of the ship at the moment. Oh, I see. Someone triggered the alarm? Does that mean that someone pressed that button outside? Ah! You wicked intruder, dressed all in black. You are the devil. Sorry, me? I've been called a lot of things before, but devil is a first. You opened my traveling case. How could you? What? No, we didn't touch it. That's right, Miss Pavlova. It was already open when we came into your cabin. Inspector. Yeah. Arrest this man. I know he did it. He is a criminal. It is not enough that he has killed a man. Bruh! Ah, and he's a stowaway as well. If Vixen promises not to steal chicken, do you believe? What? What? See the TikTok characters you're attached to, but wait a minute, it's Professor Layton, and he just screams, listen, I'm gonna say, yeah, I love those ones, they're so funny. Sometimes my mind behaves like 4D chess. Sometimes you can't explain and that's what you know it's meant to be. Arrived, and you're rushing. And, yes. But, we did figure out that thing I said right at the start of the case. My hair looks really weird right now, it's making me sad. You know that thing I said right at the start of the case where I said the boat probably rocked to the side and the bolt probably slid into the lock, and so did the books. They all fell over that way. It just got proven. It just got proven right in front of my eyeballs. So I'm really smart. But also, how are you, and how are you doing? How's your hair? You got it cut, I know. How are you? How you doing? Take him away. He is a trespasser as well as everything else. Stowing away, trespassing, killing. She is right. You are devil. Doesn't look good, does it? There is a cell below deck. Throw him in. Tomorrow we dock in Hong Kong. Then we give you straight to police. Wait, a cell? Please, Inspector Hosenaga, is there nothing you can do? This is a Russian vessel. I really have no jurisdiction here. I'm getting put in prison! You fucky wucky your mic. I need to do my hair again because it's peeping me off. After my last effort to appeal to the captain's good nature, I think I'm out of options. This is terrible. I know, bestie. I'm trying to figure it out. This is a real crisis. I've got to find a solution. We'll find one. Don't you worry, bestie. Your hair looks like... Thank you. It was just sitting really weird. It looks so much more shiny than the other one. What's it doing? You know, what the dog doing? Bruh. Okay. Immediately. Okay. Huh. It's such a big feeling. Bestie's a detective. I'm depressed and working. No! I'm sorry. I hope the stream cheers you up. Hair is good. Hell yeah. Fuck it up! What is this man doing? What is he doing? What is... I might just leave him there for a bit, you know? What's he doing? Bro. What the... Sir? Are you good? What are you doing up there? Eh? Why is he in the tiara? Mr. Sholmes? Naturally, I was analysing a weight of 20,000 rubles feels like on one's head. Have I not told you that as a detective it is my business to know what other people do not? This isn't mere tomfoolery, my boy. Oh, no, no. Well, why were you hanging from that hook before then? Isn't it obvious? To properly assess the weight of the 20,000 rubles, naturally. I wish to determine if it would bend that conceited looking hook on the walls so full of brag and bounce. Why is he dancing? Oh, he's throwing punches really badly. Never mind. I never know whether to take this one seriously or not. Ah, you again. Great detective. Ah, Inspector. Confess I've been looking for you. Icon. Fashion icon, I agree. Where am I in the air? Guys, can you let me over it? So. Yo! Is it like above you? Where have you got your mic now? Making beef stroganoff for dinner? Do it. Do it. I have something to report to you most urgently. Well, you might try looking for me somewhere other than a hook on the wall next time. What is the report? Speak! An urgent report from a great detective can mean but one thing. Yes. Has he found that I'm not guilty? Please. The case of the curious murder that took place last night here on this vessel, the steamship Burya, has been solved. By me, naturally. Wait, where's the best detective beaten up? So, when he went to the captain to be like, yeah, I'm gonna let Naruhodo-san investigate everything, so I'm gonna let him out his cabin, even though he got told to keep him on, like, arrest in the cabin and keep him in there. He went and told him, like, yeah, I've already let him out, and he got beat up by the captain and told he was gonna get thrown overboard, but then didn't get thrown overboard, so he's fine, but also not fine because he did get beat up by the captain for letting us out of the cabin. That's why he's beat up. What? Really? Please say you found the snake. I've eliminated all of the possibilities. No other explanations exist. So, allow me to illuminate all your minds. I'm about to reveal my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case. Oh my god, please not another one of these. Ah! You have solved it? Even Hedgehog understands this case. Why a hedgehog? We all knew who was responsible for killing student boy this morning. We have found criminal in water. This is stowaway, and he has handcuffs to prove it. I didn't do it. Trouble is, there doesn't appear to be anyone else who could have killed the victim. Because as everyone knows, the cabin door was bolted shut from the inside. Bro, I will prove you wrong, babes. That means the culprit must be someone who was inside the cabin. Yes, it's what's called a locked room mystery in detective stories. Ah, locked room. That is the point. I like this guy. I like Stroganoff. The room was locked. Well, I can't deny that. There's no way the bolt could have been drawn across from outside the cabin. We're all quite mistaken. The cabin next door is not a so-called locked room at all. What? Please don't say he gets my soul. I figured that out. I know Naruhodo-san didn't. Oh yes, there's another entrance. Oh, the vent. An entrance used last night by the culprit in order to gain access to the cabin, despite the bolted door. What other entrance? We never discovered one. Is she gonna get suspected? And then we have to prove it's her or not her somehow. Probably prove it's not her. Wyatt gapes open-mouthed as we speak. The vent. The ventilator, man. The ventilator? You think this is funny? I can't even put my arm to the door. That's because your arms are as thick as tree trunks. You're a beefy man, Stroganoff. Beef Stroganoff. You suggested that the culprit entered and left the victim's cabin through that tiny opening. It's not possible. For a ballerina of 50 years of age it is, she's not the suspect. Ah, but it is. And last night, the victim even witnessed the intruder in the act of passing through the ventilator. Did he find the snake? If I'm efficient, it's Simovic. Yes. According to this logic, yes. Mr. Sholmes, do you mean... Are you referring to the words Kazuma-sama wrote in his diary? I can hear a faint whistling sound. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. Yep. Precisely, my dear madam. What does it mean? What is this speckled band? The answer to that particular conundrum is in this very cabin. Where? Here he goes. Mrs. Sholmes? What are you doing? There is a distinct element of danger, but fear not, I am ready. What I am about to expose for you all to see will shock you to your cause. Are you ready to buy me bubble teas, Elise? Are you ready? Behold! Ah! Ah! What the? I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it the whole time. I told you all it was a snake. I told you all it was a snake. Those are the weird whistling sounds. Why does it sound so moist? It's a snake, babes. You owe me bubble tea. You owe me bubble tea, babes. Allow me to introduce you all to the band. The Speckled Band. A snake? Indubitably. Bubble tea. Mr. Sholmes, just one thing. Is that why he has those weird marks on his face? Morrison's delivery meal deal. Bubble tea. I'm gonna make some after stream, but I also want... I think why he has the weird tan marks on his face is maybe because of the snake. I'm not sure though. Well, that snake isn't really speckled, is it? It looks more stripy, wouldn't you say? Does she have two snakes? Hmm? Yes, you're right. I think in this case you'd have to call it stripe band. A stripe band, wouldn't you? Was it shedding at that point? You both see and observe with distinction, however. Do you not think that it's precisely the trap into which the culprit wishes you to fall? Oh my goodness, really? It's a trap? It's a trap! Yes, that's right. I do be kind of smart. Now after maybe, how exactly? I think perhaps it is time I explain the intricacies of my train of thought. Are you ready, Miss Pavlova? You're about to be accused of murder, bestie. I'm sorry for the young man who died, but that is all. His death has nothing to do with me. This whole thing has nothing to do with me. Bestie. Go. There are two conclusions I have drawn from the facts. Number one, last night your friend infiltrated the victim's cabin. Ah. And number two, that same friend was responsible for the victim losing his life. Ah. No. She's turned as white as a bowl of rice again. Sholmes must be right. He's hit the nail on the head. This young woman's friend killed Mr. Asogi? Looks like he can't speak with that snake coiled around his head. I would advise as little movement as possible, Seaman. You wouldn't want the fangs of that long friend in your neck. So everyone, let us begin. Sherlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. What are we gonna have to read? Okay, we're gonna have to change his mistakes again. Here we go. Intruder's identity. Miss Alera, moments ago you claimed the following. His death has nothing to do with me. This whole thing has nothing to do with me. Yet you cannot deceive yourself. Okay, so she's... Okay. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain. Not that. That's not right. And it is that very pain that evidences your inextricable link to the victim's death. So we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on that portentous night? Why, naturally it was his friend with which you boarded this vessel, was it not? Ah, as I suspected, another telltale glance. Without doubt, your friend is the writhing serpent we see before us. Oh, her friend is the shipman. And yet, the fact leaves us in quite a quandary. The victim's written observation of the night in question tell us a speckled band, whereas regrettably, this specimen's markings do not fit that description in any way. Bro, calm down. What explanation can we then give, pray? What was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night? No, don't look at me. This has nothing to do with any of this. Oh, she's holding something in her hand. Oh, but it does. You have the answer to this quandary even now, hidden behind your back. Yes, that which you are trying but failing to conceal can only be this snake's sloughed skin. Oh. Evidently, after the subtle and horrible crime, this most deadly friend of yours shed its original skin, no? Okay, so it did shed its original skin. I don't know what you're talking about. Last night, through the ventilators visible in this cabin, your then speckled friend stood in next door. Using the bell cord on the other side of the bridge, the serpent silently descended into the victim's quarters. In the dim light, it appeared to the young gentleman who was about to lose his life as a speckled band. In summary, the nature of this friend of yours, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a rare breed of snake, whose markings change each time it sloughs its skin. A snake so dreadful we can only imagine it will be found in the deepest depths of India. More and more change by my presence? What do you mean? You really want this game? You should get it then. But you can't spoil anything for me if you play more than me. No spoilers. Moving on, we come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim. How did this young man lose his life, and why? According to the data of which this have been apprised, it would appear there were no visible signs of injury. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom. No. Now, if we take that as a fact, we can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime. Oh no, could there be... That thing, the half bell! That's why I had Bangai wrote in Russian. Yeah, so she climbed through the vent, or she came in through the door, wrote in Russian with his hand to try and accuse me. Or her Russian friend did, the sailor friend wrote it on the floor. And they tried to accuse me of it. Am I gonna figure this all out before even seeing a courtroom? Is that what happens? Is it like showing me a different way of like doing a case? Is I solve it all without being in a courtroom? Because that's kind of cool. But if I still end up in a courtroom, because I have evidence, that makes sense. But this is also cool. Corrupted by you, but I don't want to say that. Oh, you guys are with the... Oh, thank you, Elise. Good corruption arc. An not imagination. An examination of the deceased body will prove the cause of death conclusively. The almost, but not quite, imperceptible puncture wounds left by the venomous fangs will seal the truth. Yes, the vestiges of the snake bite delivered by your terrifying friend. This makes no sense. There is no point in feigning ignorance, Miss Sableva. After the incident, you endeavored to hide everything, didn't you? But now your involuntary glances betrayed the hiding places you chose. That's right, you hid the evidence that links your victim's death into traveling kit. No. When we first met in this cabin, it came to my attention that your case moved periodically. Your serpent assassin was restless inside, no doubt. You don't... Is it telling that the victims made note of a low whistling sound that you heard minutes before his end? That was your signal, was it not? The sound that you used to train your serpent friend. What the... To... train? We stand wholesome corruption. We do. I think I prefer if Headband died due to a bigger conspiracy corruption story than accident. Literally same. Like, if he's gonna die that quick, I want, like, a good reason. But if it's just a snake murdered him, that's kind of embarrassing that he died. I'm not gonna lie. Indeed, you'd put the serpent through this ventilator and wait. After a period, you'd summon it back with a whistle. Couldn't know if the animal had done its duty, so you would listen for signs of life next door. If the victim appeared not to have been dispatched, you'd release the snake once more. Do you deny this snake has undergone such training? It's not true. Okay. Having slithered through the ventilator and down the bell cord, the creature needed only to sink its fangs in once. and its venom would course through the victim's veins, ending his existence forever. He got strangled to death, though, by the snake. That is the true nature of the speckled band that took the poor young man's life. There can be no doubt, my logic is infallible. I'm gonna prove you wrong. And I'm not gonna read out everything he says again, because my voice will hurt if I do that, so you just get to see me click really fast through what he's saying. Thus, oh, that did not go on my coaster like I wanted it to. Thus concludes Sherlock Sholmes' great deduction of the speckled band. Bestie, nearly all of that was wrong. Some of it was okay though, so now I'm just gonna help you not be wrong completely. Yes, Pavlova is trained a pet snake as a killing machine. Bruh, no. There on the floor you'll observe a saucer of milk. Promise of food is the key to training any creature. Incredible! You've solved the mystery. Amazing! Your great deduction really is up to its name. I see now why Sherlock Sholmes has become such a household name. My dear man, there is nothing remarkable. As the Russians say, I could have done it with one left hand. Do people say that? Here's a sword that could have done what was done in the Harry Potter series. Literally, behead the snake babes. Like, come on. Yappa yappa yappa. So that's saying yappa yappa from it. That's amazing. I love that. Yappa yappa yappa. Your mouth is moving a lot like a rat. Yappa 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 yappa. Shut up, please. Could I venture an opinion, Mrs. Sholmes? But of course. What's on your mind? It's just about your deduction before. Some things don't quite make sense to me. I welcome questions as to my method, and I will answer both loudly and proudly. Okay, Bestie. Oh, well, good. First of all, bruh, get the notes out, Bestie. Snakes are egg-laying creatures, part of the reptile family. You are well informed, madame. And reptiles, don't drink milk. Ah. It's really only mammals that like to drink milk, you see. So, I'm not sure it'd be possible to train a snake using milk as a reward. No matter. No doubt Miss Oliver used some other treat to encourage her pet to do her bidding. Milk was merely an example. The logic holds. Well, there is something else. Snakes have no ears. Ah. Yes, so I'm not sure it would really be possible to signal a snake by whistling. But Madame, what are the tales from Arabia? Months and 5, oh my god. 10 months and 11 months. She! The Notebook, she's about to rip him a new one. Yes, I agree. Yes, 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 yes. Queen shit. She do be girl bossing, gaslighting. Have you not heard of the snakes that dance to the sound of a flute? I think perhaps the performer plays the music in time with the snake's natural movements. Oh, I see. No hands, no feet, no ears? These creatures are so inept it is practically useless. Don't take it out on the snakes, Mr. Sholmes. Or snakes. There is one other thing. You have more. Snakes use the scales on their bellies to propel themselves. So, I'm not really sure that a snake can manage to climb up a flat bell cord like the ones in these cabins. Then it should try harder! Same, Misty. Please don't be angry with me, Mrs. Sholmes. The point is, even if the snake had gone through the ventilator to the next door cabin, it couldn't have come back without help. What I'm trying to say is that there are a number of reasons why it's difficult to imagine the snake could have a part in this. Oh. I think so, yeah, they have like the echo thing, don't they? Oh, he's upset. You do be kind of upset in The Great Detective. I think we need to step in and help again, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh no, you don't mean... Yes, we need to modify Mr. Sholmes' latest deductions and turn them into great ones they ought to be. I had a feeling that was coming. Alright, let's give it a try. Just what I was waiting for, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, right. Here we go. So cast your eyes down to your wrists again. What? Yay! You did it again! Your handcuffs are gone. Where did they go? Fear not, I shall see them restored after our work is done. She got bossed a little too close to the sun. Still, I fear I have girl bossed a little too close to the sun. I love that audio. Okay, now, everyone, let us begin. Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Yes! Course correction. Here we go. Okay, I'm not reading this all out again. My voice will die. Okay, so that was correct. This wasn't. She doesn't have a pain expression on her face. Yes, that's true. She looks as though Kazuma Sama's death is weighing heavily on her mind. But you're not sure Mr. Sholmes has read her quite correctly, is that it? Could there be some other way to interpret expression then? Let's take a moment and really look very closely at Miss Pavlova. Bestie, you good back there? You're doing alright. What the heck? Okay, this. Yes. Does she have another animal with her? Does she have a cat? Does Bestie have a cat? Milk on the floor. It's a cat. There's a cat. What do I get if there's a cat? No. I'll cry. I hope it's a cute cat and not an ugly one. Yes, what you recall of the horrid events, those claw scratches with that pain. A kiss? Yo! Bessie died from a cat. A cat strangled him to death. Indeed, a simple observation reveals that the wound is fresh. Miss Pavlova, did you in fact receive that scratch sometime last night? Ah! When I think about the young man who died next door, I feel so sad. And when I am sad, the pain from this wound is worse. Okay. The evidence you've... What was the nature of that intruder? Okay. Okay, and she looks over at him. But it's not him. No. Okay. I won't kick it and you had to throw it in the river. Yo! Good deal, good deal. Okay. Except snakes don't have claws, do they? No, they don't. He has like a fish on his thing, so I feel like he has a cat. I feel like he owns a cat, and I feel like he holds it and pets it in his big arms. Well then, if that snake isn't her pet, what is? What's the true identity of this friend of hers? We should follow her gaze, Naruhodo-san. Then we'll find answers. Cat, 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 cat. Yes! Cat with a bell, cat with a bell, cat, cat, cat with a bell. Oh my god, that's the pink bell! That's the pink bell that's broken in the room. Look at the photograph in this frame. This must be something Miss Pavlova brought with her when she ran away. She's exceptionally beautiful, isn't she? Yes, that's true, but personally, it's the little black creature she's holding that's caught my eye. Maybe we better take a closer look at this. The cat. Look at the little cat Miss Pavlova is cuddling here. Oh, what a cute little kitten. It could vie with you, couldn't it, Naruhodo-san, for the blackest outfit? A black kitten. And from the look of this picture, at least Miss Pavlova seems very attached to it. The bell. What else am I looking at? Can I? Oh, present. Yes! Yay! Where's the kitty? Without doubt, your friend is this little kitten we see before us. Yes. The scratch marks on the back of your hand make that abundantly clear. Oh no. Kitty! Whereabouts this black kitten isn't clear, but what is clear? is that you brought the animal with you when you ran away, didn't you? Ah! I didn't slap you, babes. That was a physical reaction. Darker is my best friend. I couldn't leave her behind. Darker would appear to be Russian blue. And yet, the fact leaves us in a quandary. The victim's written observation on the night in question tell of a speckled band. Whereas, regrettably, this specimen's marking do not fit the description in any way. Begoms. What explanation can we give then, pray? What is this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night? Now, hidden behind your back. Okay. Let's pause. Let's think about this, besties, because that's not true. She just took something out of her pocket and hid it behind her back. Bruh, why? If she just left it in her pocket, no one would ever have known. Exactly. Oh, yes. Clothes like that are Monsieur's speciality. He's ever so cleverly forced to reveal something. I thought deduction was a speciality. Or maybe making me believe that was a ploy too. Anyway, I find it hard to believe that's the skin of a snake. In which case, just what is Miss Pavlova hiding behind her back? Hello? A cat toy? It's a cat toy. Did the cat go through the vent and she dangled the toy through to try and make the cat come back? Beatrice, go house. She's the princess that ran away. She is a prima ballerina that ran away from the Russian ballet. Because she was being worked too hard. But this is a cat toy. What is it? It seems to be soft and fluffy. A long piece of cloth of some sort. And it looks like a handle at one end. I think it may be a cat's toy. This is sort of common in the West, apparently. How is that a toy for cats? Cats have to chase the band around and paw at it. Kittens in particular love that sort of play. You really need to wave it in front of them, and they pounce and catch it. That sounds positively adorable. Yeah. Cat toy! Yes! Yo! I'm so good at this game! Yes! The thing you are trying but failing to conceal is a cat's toy. Precisely in the true nature of the now infamous speckled band. Ah! And it was this toy that you dangled through the ventilator. You waved it around, I presume. Naturally, the victim could not fail to notice it. Yo! El Doggo, thank you for the raid! Polly 12. Hey, besties! Hi, Doggo! How was your stream? How was it? Hello, Love Bite. Hi! She is the girl boss with the knowledge, the elegance, everything. After her feline friend disappeared through the ventilator in the neighboring cabin. Epic music, like, it is! It's so epic! It's so good! I love it so much. No! Thank you, Elise. Is there a boss battle? There is not. Currently, we are deducing things with Herlock Sholmes. Not Sherlock Holmes, Herlock Sholmes. We're trying to figure out a murder right now. So feel free to join along. I have been deducing things before this game has even told me about them. Herlock Sholmes. You heard me right. I did not stutter. Maybe I did, but I said it. Herlock Sholmes is literally his name. It's great. And hello, Shepherd, as well. How are you? Ah! Okay. In summary, see, Sholmes. The nature of this friend of Miss Pavlova's, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a blithesome Russian blue breed of cat by the name of Darker. She may have stuttered, but she was right. It was Sheppy. Oh my god, I can't believe you do this. And talking my chat after murdering the main character's best friend. Can't be happening. Cannot be happening right now. Disgraceful behavior, Shepherd. Disgraceful. Truly troublesome feline young Darker is going to be. She must be caged once found. You'll forgive us for borrowing the photograph of your pet, Miss Pavlova. Okay. Very cute cat. Very cute cat. It did apparently kill my best mate at this point, from what I gather. So it was after I gave her her food last night. That's when it happened. She scratched the back of my hand and then ran up the bell cord. Before I could do anything, she had disappeared through the ventilator. Bestie. What? No, it's let me get kills. Just 19 and 2. Oh my gosh. Insane. Well, body's not buried yet. We are on a boat, so that would be kind of sussy if you threw him overboard. But apparently he either got killed by a snake or a cat at this point. She's so... Okay, I thought she said that about herself then. Okay. A kitten!
Kitty!
Oh my god, it's only... Oh my god. Okay, now we're doing the second one. Okay, here we go. To the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim. Okay, so he was just... He got strangled by the snake, I think. But also there's a cat now. I don't think a cat strangled him, you know? And this one is like, why? Docker is a naughty girl. According to the data of which I have just apprised, it would appear there was no visible signs of injury. Ah! Ah! Spooky! Hello, Sarah, how are you? In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom. No! What Mr. Sholmes says is true. There were no signs of a wound anywhere in Kazuma's body. That's right. Mr. Sholmes seems to be unaware of one very important detail. Kazuma wasn't poisoned. Yes, it would seem so. Let's go in the information he's missing now. Yo! Okay, I get to present my thing. This is the post-mortem report, which says there was no traces of external injury or poison, but there was death by cervical spine injury, which means his neck was snapped. Snapping necks, left, right, and center. You know, besties, that's the move. That's the vibe. You know? And also, for Raiders, my name is Josie, by the way. I didn't introduce myself at all. This is the greatest Attorney Chronicles. It's a detective game, and we voted to play it in my Discord. You can join my Discord if you do exclamation mark Discord. You can join it, and if you sign up for Stream Pings, I put out a little poll where we choose the games. So obviously, if Doggo isn't streaming and you want to come hang out, no. You know, it's fun. Hello, Lammy. How are you? How you doing?
Yes!
We are just solving some murders right now, babes. But how are you? Circumstances of the... Ah! Okay. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by the post-mortem report. Get that stream ping, besties. You're good, I'm glad. Hell yeah, baby. Oh, look, good to hear, good to hear, good to hear. But yeah, the stream pings and then we vote on games. So tonight it was a pick between Attorney Chronicles or the The Walking Dead game. I was going to start playing the Telltale one because I have heard good things. But I don't know what I'm going to do for Wednesday's stream. And I also need to stream an extra day in the week. Another thing because I did miss Saturday. So I need to figure out what day I'm doing that and what I'm going to do. His neck was snaked. Breaking of the cervical vertebrae is fatal. Only that Goliath will be strong enough to survive that. Seeming strong enough isn't some immortal freak, you know. The jury is out. Anyway, we have a good authority that the victim's neck was broken. Now, if we take that as fact... Pavlova? I love Pavlova. Yeah! Yeah, her name is Miss Pavlova. I forgot what her first name is. I can check. Where is it? Her name is Nikolina Pavlova, and she's a young ballerina who has fled her homeland of Russia to escape the Novovich Ballet because they were working her too hard and she is only 15. We also have Stroganoff, and I forgot who the other guy is. Is he in my profiles? No, but this is Beef Stroganoff. Beef Stroganoff. We can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence at the firm at the scene of the crime. The bell on the floor. There. Bell. Up in the top right. Now, an examination of Kazuma died because his neck was broken. In other words, he was probably struck by something or someone. Yes, it's a distinct possibility. As of yet, no weapon has been found, though. Presumably, Darker didn't silently creep behind him and Kazuma and deal him a fatal blow. I suppose it's possible that he had a fall and hit the ground awkwardly. It couldn't have been a terrible act. You're fucking me. He died on accident by, like, tripping over his... I swear to God, if my best friend, like, my guide, I was gonna go do law with him, I was a fugitive on a boat with him, if he died by tripping over a cat... If he died by tripping over a cat, I will have words. I will be having words if he tripped over a cat and died. Or the bell. If he tripped over the bell on the... It's rather hard to believe of Kazuma-sama though. He wasn't a clumsy man. Yeah, but he wouldn't have thought he left a cat on the floor. Bruh! We need to fix the seduction somehow. Is there anything from the scene that could explain what happened? The scuff mark.
Yes!
I'm not even, no stuttering. God, boss. Yes, an examination of the mark on the floor will prove the cause of death conclusively. This particular mark, so prominently visible next to the victim's body, is a deposit of shoe polish. Ah! It's just so funny, he's just there on the floor, just neck broke from a cat. That's not the worst death. Give me a murder. Literally, give me a cat who literally with intent went to murder this man. Please. Like, shoe polish? Indeed, possibly identified by a little analysis device I constructed, which I carry now as a matter of course. Beeswax, tallow, and dye were my results. The undeniable ingredients of shoe polish. Old shoe polish. And the colour of the polish is a perfect match to the colour of Mr. Sogi's laced leather shoes. Ah! She's so scared. I got you now, bitch. Looking at this mark, it's not hard to imagine what happened. For some reason, Mr. Asogi must have caught his foot at that point on the floor and tripped. Please, no. Oh, Mr. D. Guys, it's proven that this game is not hard with my detective skills. What did you get wrong? What happened, Anne? Spill the tea! Spill the tea right now. My double turn of misfortune caught his neck against an immovable object as he fell to the floor. That's embarrassing. Suffering a fatal blow to the spine, the victim's vertebrae shattered, and in that instant he lost his life. No fucking way. Sorry. No! Oh my god, that's embarrassing. I don't know. I don't know anything about this. Is that really true, Miss Pavlova? Oh, you're a liar! What about the evidence left at the scene where Mr. Asogi lost his life? Yes, the facts are clear as day to me. You did all you could to conceal the incriminating evidence. But now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place you chose. No, it's behind the suitcase. You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that traveling case. No, it's probably on the desk behind it or somewhere like that. I don't believe it. Because he must have merely tripped over and now he's no more? I cannot fathom the fact that you can literally just trip and break your neck and die. Like, you could just trip on the street and just die. What? I'm trying to find old friend's new account without asking him because it'll be awkward and I can't find it. No! Did they not use, like, their name in the thing? Like, in the user? Or, like, do they follow it on their old account? Or did, like, their other friends, you know, follow the new account? Maybe? I refuse to accept it. I know it's hard to believe, but the mark on the floor does seem to suggest what happened. And if this part of Mr. James' deduction is right, Miss Pavlova is trying to hide some evidence that would prove it. Here in this cabin, somewhere in the direction she just cast her eyes. Where, I wonder? Let's have a good look around. The answer must be here somewhere. Okay. Let me... Can I move my... tiara? Ah, somebody appears to have dropped 20,000 rubles here. It hasn't been dropped now I heard a sign, it's been placed. It's starting to sound like Mrs. Shames. Stop trying to sound like the great detective. Okay. I don't know. Is there a mask here? Tony has not helped. I'm sorry. Can I get a shower in a sec? I put it off all day. I do plan on showing you my face somewhat today. Yo! Okay, that's okay. Balls. Can I feel the balls in your jaws? This game is only more random guessing. See, amazing. Miss Adlova only started occupying this cabin late last night. Presumably there's not much rubbish in there yet. Bell. 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 Oh, what's that? It's a broken piece of glass, isn't it? Or is it the bell off the kitten's thing? Yes, it is, and I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. If it looks familiar, perhaps there's more... It might say playing tricks on you.
Yes!
Yes! That's right. You hear the evidence that links to the victim's death in that waste paper basket. Here we have a fragment of some intricate glass object, it would seem. One that has familiar air, in fact. Precisely, we found another piece of broken glass on the floor in Mr. Asogi's cabin. And it's the bell off the cat's collar. As you can see, the two pieces fit together perfectly. Oh no. Get scared, bestie. So, Mr. Pavlova, shall we consider what this tells us? Why would it be that part of this glass object, which was evidently broken at the scene of the victim's death, should be found in the waste paper basket in your cabin? Beef stroganoff! Thank you, Andor! Hope you have a good time with your beef stroganoff! Bye bye bye! You're not acquainted with this glass bella, you know? I don't know. In that hush Russian accent of yours won't save you this time, dear girl. Why? Ah! I love this game! Okay. Because we have conclusive evidence linking you to the bell in question. What? Take it away, Miss Arahoda. The picture! The picture! Okay. Yes, the evidence linking Miss Oliver and the little glass bell, that would be... Yes!
Yes!
If you look at this photograph, you can clearly see, hanging from Darker's collar, the very glass bell in question. We got them this time, boys. There needs to be no next time. We have solved the case, babes. Solved. Under the belt. Sorted. Gone. Boom. Boom, boom. The truth has caught up with you, Miss Pavlova. You're just dessert. Ha ha ha. Pavlova joke. The young man who lost his life last night did so after a truly inauspicious fall. I'm good at English. And the cause of that fateful stumble? Your absent feline friend, Darker. She gonna freak out on me? She gonna freak out? I couldn't tell anyone. I'm sorry. Did I solve the case without being in the courtroom? Elementary, bitch. I love it. Okay. You've been caught. Where's your cat, babes? I'm gonna arrest it, put it in little handcuffs, you know? Why don't you tell us now, Miss Pavlova? Tell us exactly what happened last night. It was a little after 1 in the morning. It was so late, but I hadn't had time to feed Darker, so I gave her some food. And then, all of a sudden, she scratched me and jumped out of my hands. People do say that cats become very anxious and nervous in new environments. And Jeanette, hello! Hi! If you remember this case, were you here when we were playing I'm pretty sure you were, where we got accused of murdering our best friend? You will never guess. You will never guess how he died. Or how we know so far. I'm yelling. I'm sorry. You'll never guess how he died. He tripped over a cat and snapped his neck. The most promising lawyer in Japan at this point in time died by tripping over a cat and snapping his neck. Let that sink in. You know? She was so fast, she disappeared through the ventilator before I could stop her. And that's how you acquired the rather nasty wound on the back of your hand, I take it? Yes. And I had read the, rules on the wall. I knew that I was not allowed DACA with me. And yes, modern science suggests that animals can carry infectious diseases. It's a precaution, really. So I listened and listened, trying to hear if there was some noise in the next cabin. Right, babes, oh my god. I think I'd rather just pretend he's alive in London. I think I will as well, because... Babes, what is that? What is it? How did your best friend die? It was rather tragic, you see. He tripped over a cat and snapped his neck. It was very quiet. I was sure someone was there. You must be sleeping. So at that point, you thought it was safe to try to lure the kitten back again? By dangling the end of the toy through the ventilator and into the adjoining cabin. Darka always loves this toy, but it didn't work. Nothing worked. I tried using her favourite toy, I tried whistling to her softly, but nothing. She didn't return. So the faint whistling sound Kazuma wrote about in his diary was Miss Pavlova trying to retrieve a pet. Cats have a propensity to remain hidden in the shadows when frightened. Okay, Bessie, why do you know all this information about cats all of a sudden? What you know? There was nothing else I could do, I just had to wait until she'd calmed down. But then... Dead. Did the cat survive? It must have. I think it did. Because so that cat is built different. I nearly passed out with shock. I heard her cry out and then... Oh, it was such a dreadful bang. Then afterwards, nothing. It was totally silent. Zuma was... dead. And the appearance of the brown mark on the floor, it seems likely that what you heard was a victim stepping on the glass bell and tripping up. Oh. Yes, Isbaya is a large vessel, but even she can pitch and roll violently without warning. Mr. Isbaya was clearly off balance as a result of the ship lurching when the kitten got under his feet. A combination of unfortunate factors could easily have caused him to fall over. What became of the kitten afterwards? The cat was writing in Russian. In the end, I managed to get her to come back through the ventilator. Yet Darker is nowhere to be seen. I must have forgotten to lock my case. And now she's disappeared again. Gracious, that cat is insufferably restless as I am. Well, he knows something about himself at least. Where's the kitten? You hear a snap because, babes, that is embarrassing. And wait, this morning I heard that young man in the cabin next to mine had died. That's so awkward. Oh my god, can you imagine? Like your cat like gets out one night and you're like, oh, that's annoying. And then it comes back and then you hear on the news that a man's died like right outside your house and your cat's probably tripped him up and he's broke his neck. Like, that's so embarrassing. That's like me letting Mish out and then hearing in the news that someone died like right outside my house. I'm like, oh, the cat tripped him up. Oopsie. Like, when I went this morning, I heard that young man in the cabin next door to me had died. I couldn't bring myself to tell anyone what had happened. I was too scared. Scared that they would send me back. Aww. Okay, thank you for the look. Please don't do anything major. I will try not to, but I can't guarantee. Oh, hold on a minute. What about the snake? Right, where is it? If the snake isn't your friend, Miss Oliver, then whose is it and where did it come from? It's Beef Stroganoff's friend. That's why he has the weird tan! He's so happy! Oh. What on earth is such a dangerous creature doing on board the ship? Oh, I didn't say. Snake is my friend. His name is Piroshko. Hmm? What? What? Piroshko! Yay! That snake belongs to you. He escaped from a cage when the emergency alarm sounded. I was looking for him. I did not expect to find him in here. Yes, how did that snake get into this cabin? But Animals are not permitted on board. Ah, we were at sea for 1 year. You want me to so long without cross then? Without someone who understands. Can you find someone a little more human? Human is fancy bear? My dear burly fellow. Gargantuan venomous steak? Surely you cannot appreciate the you can appreciate the danger you're putting everyone in. Names! Hey bestie! I haven't seen you in so long. How are you? How you doing? Oh, no venom. Roscoe does not have venom. He is harmless. Very long, but very gentle. He is adorable, like Granny. Hi, Goop. It's venomous? Yes. Now he is hungry. He is in bad mood. But once I feed him, you will see big smile. And you feed him what? Milk, I suppose? Ah! Like they say in Milk Chickens, ridiculous! Snakes drink milk are only in stupid stories. Roscoe eats mouses. Big, fat, round mouses. Working while you stream it sucks. Ah, but I do be here. Hell yeah, baby. Well, thank you for just putting them on while you work. I hope it makes work a little bit more fun. But to be here, and that makes me happy. What was the point of headaches mentioned? I don't know. I think we're gonna find out. I think it was probably I think the headboard theory is pretty good. There's not another motive. Is that what the mousetrap in the passageway out there is for? Of course. How else can I catch my friend's favorite food? Things say it's top of the food chain, like look in their eyes right now. Where are his eyes? They took my fucking eyes. Where'd they gone? Oh my god. It refuses to drink milk, it can't hear a whistle, it can't climb up a bell cord, and it's not even venomous. How the deuce did something summon up land a starring role? It's not my fault, I do not make up stories! My Pirosco has nothing to do with the incident. I didn't do it, I didn't fall, I swear to God, I swear. So that's what happened. It's the truth behind my best friend's tragic death. It's so awkward, man, oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Miss Pavlova? I understand the difficult situation you found yourself in, and I do sympathize. But please remember this. A young man lost his life. If you're going to attempt to cover up your guilt with lies, then no matter what the circumstances, I cannot forgive you. But what are you talking about, Miss Misako? What lies? Miss Oliver just confessed everything. Saucy! It's just a series of unfortunate events. An accident. I'm no great detective, but like Mrs. Sholmes, I don't have a gift for knowing the truth. But even I can see that was not the truth. Intentional cat murder? More interesting. Can you agree, Miss Naruhodo? To be perfectly honest, yes. There's a discrepancy in Miss Pavlova's story, I'm sure of it. I just can't quite put my finger on it. She went in there at one point to write the thing on the floor. She doesn't know Russian. I confess, I was intending to let Scotland Yard deal with any outstanding issues on this matter. Oh. I'm only present here for a very specific reason. The truth is, you, Miss Naruhodo, are simply a distraction. A distraction? I do hope you've not been finding your shackles too uncomfortable. Bruh. Thank you for the leg, Goob. What again? When did you do that? Especially as they're on your wrist as a result of my intervention. I was rather hoping I could resolve matters before we made our next port call. You were, Mr. Sholmes? Yes, I overlooked one important detail. The deceased young man was a very close companion of yours. Was he not? Where you getting at, bestie? Yes? Because he was my closest friend. I owed him my freedom even. Uh-oh. Hiccups. In that case, we must follow this into its conclusion. No further distractions. You must uncover the real truth here, Miss Naruhodo. Yes, whatever that may be. Okay, right now, you want me to... The key to this discrepancy in Miss Pavlova's story, I'm sure. If I can chase that down, maybe the truth will become clear. Truth about how you really died. And how that scene in your cabin really came to be. Okay, blind me, please. I love it. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Naruhodo. Should I be giving all his work to other people? Yes, I agree. So then, shall I begin? Yes. What we should ponder first is the victim who lost his life in the cabin was just bolted shut from the inside. Was this truly an unfortunate accident? Or was it in fact no accident at all? This is what we must establish in the first instance. But we've already established it, haven't we? No. The man tripped over the kitten and climbed into his cabin via the ventilator. Tragic, yes, but still an accident. Wait, let's just take a step back. It doesn't make sense if that's really what happened, does it? Bruh. I'm going to have to ask you to spell it out for me, I'm afraid. Stop it! It's starting to take shape now. There's a clear contradiction between the facts in Miss Pavlova's story here. Evidence is right in Kuziva's cabin. It's undeniable. His death couldn't possibly have been a mere accident. Really? Ooh. Ah! Let us show our hands, Mr. Naruhodo. Time to present the evidence. The evidence that proves unequivocally that the victim's death was no mere accident. The writing on the floor. This, right?
Yes!
The truth is clearly recorded in this photographic print. Yes! I'm so smart! If the cat climbed the banner thingy, wouldn't the bell have rung and the dude in the next room should have heard it? Yeah, I guess so. Or at least someone would have heard to, like... Because no one came to the cabin when we rang the bell. So I'm not sure if people would come when the bell rang. But, like, it makes sense they would. There's no way that Mr. Togi could have left this message on the floor. That script, it's Russian, isn't it? Indeed it is. The word written means wardrobe. I see what you mean. Most people would leave a dying message in their native tongue. Japanese is... Japanese is... The bell would have been off because he fell on it. No, oh, the ribbon. There's like a ribbon thing in the rooms that you pull that makes the bell sound, not the... I think you mean the bell on the cat's collar. There's also like a ribbon bell you can pull to ring. If the cat dropped it and then climbed over it to make a sound. Yeah, the banner is like a bell as well as the collar one. There's like two bells involved. But maybe he was studying Russian. Bruh, he was not. It's a simple language. He could have picked it up very fast. It doesn't seem likely. It's actually not the point. It makes no difference whether we knew Russian or not.
Money smiley face. I haven't been able to catch a stream lately BC of work, but hey bestie. Love your streams, laughing face.
Music. Oh my god, it knows it's a laughing face. That's so cute. Maybe thank you for the £5. And that's totally okay. You haven't been able to catch them. They are on the mod channel, or just you can just watch the VODs back on here when they're available. Yeah, I love having you in my streams, and thank you so much for enjoying them. I really appreciate it. I just want to make people happy. I want people to enjoy watching them. So I'm glad you enjoy them. Thank you. Thank you so much. But no, and that's completely fine as well. The text isn't Russian, but on the floor it is. This one on the floor. That's in Russian. That means wardrobe in Russian, but the text isn't. Do you hear them all speaking English? I guess because I have it set to English. But yeah, thank you, Mames. Thank you. Sorry, what do you mean? Exactly what I said before. There is no way that Mr. Asogi could have left his message on the floor. And the reason why is clearly explained here. Damage to the cervical vertebrae resulting in instant death. Instant death. Ah! Ah! He was already dead, babes. Which means, after the victim fell to the floor, he couldn't possibly have written anything. Because he was already dead. That's not the only reason either. There's something else we found in Mr. Asogi's cabin. A remnant of something that couldn't possibly have been there if what Miss Pavlova told us is true. What? So Sato-san has noticed it too then. Putting this message on the floor aside, there's something else that gives the truth away. Another piece of evidence that proves this is no accident. In other words, I don't know. I want to present this. Oh, welcome back, Goob. Review scene. Okay, so if it's asking me to review the scene, then it's probably the wardrobe thing, right? Because
Yes.
she was trying to pin it on me. Never mind. What point are you trying to make with the evidence? I'm starting to see how Kazuma's death really happened. I think. Bruh. I think that you were starting to see nothing of the sort, and that was the evidence to prove it. Piss off, man. I'm trying. Okay. If it was no accident, then what we should be looking for is one of the two things. Either the absence of something you would expect to find at the scene of an accident, or the presence of something you wouldn't. Confess you're rather languid, I see. Doesn't fill me with confidence, Mr. Harada. I believe in you, well, more than Mr. Sholmes does anyway. Great. Makes me feel really good about myself. There's a clear contradiction between the facts and Miss Pavlova's story. The evidence is right there in Kazuma's cabin, it's undeniable. Leaving this message on the floor aside, there's something else that gives the truth away. Piece of the cat's belt. That's the second thing I present. I'm gonna save. I don't like being wrong. Okay. I'm gonna go with that. Oh wait, whoops.
Yes.
Okay, cool. It was that. Thank you. Thank you, Crazy Cat. Thank you, thank you. This piece of broken glass next to the mark on the floor. Bells. That's a glass bell the kitten had around its neck. We already know about that. It was broken in half when the victim tripped over the cat and fell. So we already have a satisfactory explanation. Where's the flaw in that logic? Unfortunately, there is a very big flaw. A fatal flaw. Oh, she has the other half of the bell, so why would it be there? Okay. If that's really what happened, then how did one half of the bell end up back here in this cabin? Ah. Yes, remember that we found the other half of the glass bell in that waste paper basket? Would you care to explain that, Miss Pavlova? Oh no. Both these pieces of evidence clearly point to the same conclusion. That when Mr. Asogi died last night in his cabin, there was someone else in the room. And that person deliberately arranged the scene to disguise the truth, in order to cover up his or her own guilt. Ah! Yes, there was someone else present in Mr. Asogi's. You are wasting time. Someone else was there? Da, of course, we know this. Oh, me, he means me. He thinks it's me. Bookhead was bolted shut from inside. There was no way in or out. Oh, yes. Bitch. No. This isn't true, and I will prove it, babes. Only you, and the person that came in, and young student died was you.
Yes.
Bro. It's true that I was in the cabin when it happened. She didn't even avoid it by not tampering with the scene. Literally, she just left it. I don't know if it'd be more incriminating or not, but also she could probably blame it on the cat. You were shut inside the cabin wardrobe, to be precise about the details. But I don't know Russian. There's no way I would have left that message. Not would have. There's no way you could have left that message, to be precise about the details. Would you mind? Don't laugh at me, bitch. Forgive me, my dear fellow. As I was saying, the person in question wrote the words wardrobe in Russian on the floor in an attempt to incriminate me from the crime, even though I was asleep in there the whole time. And then the same person picked up the broken glass bell that had fallen onto the floor, to fear it becoming evidence that would show how Mr. Usagi really died. Why wouldn't the person have taken all the pieces of the bell away? Leaving half behind was always going to raise questions. Yes, well, it was past 1 o'clock in the early hours of the morning. The cabin would have been quite dark. Oh. A single small lamp suspended from the ceiling would barely have cast any light on the floor there. Little wonder then that the culprit failed to notice a fragment of the tiny item. You all suspect me, don't you? Seaman Stroganov. The nearest woman of sea, she is daughter of a strong sailor. 2 years ago, they noticed her dancing skills and she went away to join ballet company. Before, she was dancer on this ship, a member of ship's band. That's her dad? You do not accuse ship's angel of being criminal. Ah, so that's it. You said that when young student died, Nina was there in the cabin. That is not possible, I give my tooth. Your tooth? Well, it's almost interesting. Why would you give your tooth, pray? How can you be so sure? You're a great detective, you should know. I don't. Locked. Look through the nice. Cabin bulkhead was bolted shut from inside. Is that man... She looked into the wardrobe to see him in there because I would have screamed if I found someone asleep in the wardrobe. I don't know if she knows Japanese as well and just could see that it said, like, don't open. Or she maybe had heard them through the ventilator talking, so she knew there was someone in the wardrobe, maybe? I'm not sure. Nobody can go into the cabin, only not anyone. You want to tell me the killer can walk through locked doors? Yet! It's impossible. Ugh, he's right. But we watched the door bolt shut. I've read about this in detective stories. People often tie threads around door latches so they can open and close them from that. No. Fred, are you stupid? These bulkheads are not barn doors. Certainly not. These are watertight doors, as one would expect to find on any modern steamship. Constructed of heavy steel, there's no gap in sight. Thread or needles or magnets could have been used. But when the ship rocked sideways, the door locked itself. Bruh. No, of course not. I thought so too, but Mr. Naruhodo suggested it earlier, so... Suji-san, how could you shift it onto me like that? Bruh. I'm not stupid. Seaman Shogunov has a valid point. The cabin door should have been bolted from the couldn't have been bolted from the outside. Necessarily. What? I put it to you could bolt this cabin. I put it to you that I could bolt this cabin door without laying a finger on it. Please say what I think. And in this very cabin, we can see the traces of the method I have in mind having been used before. The bookshelves. Yes! Well, Mr. Naruhodo, I believe you know what I mean, don't you? A way to shut the bolt of the cabin door from the outside. One way does spring to mind, yes. Do you really know what Mr. Jones means, Naruhodo-san? Yes. So should you. Because we've seen it happen. Indeed we have. So would you care to do the honors, Mr. Naruhodo? Point out the telling signs of the method that was used to slide the cabin door bolt across from the outside. Please.
Yes!
Look at the bookcase there. See how all the books and things on it have toppled over? That must have happened when the ship made its emergency stop before. Yes, that's right. It's a very powerful vessel after all. When the engines are thrown into reverse, a violent jolt goes across the entire ship. Any small objects that aren't fastened down are bound to fall over. I believe, yes, it's what's known as the force of inertia acting on the objects. Is there nothing Sato-san doesn't know? Or that isn't in her book, at least? Well, whatever it's called, the same force that pushed over those books on the book. Oh, they know what gravity is, so that's kind of cute. Also made someone else in the cabin move. The bolt on the cabin door. Ah! It was very obvious just after the emergency stop the ship made earlier. We had come into this cabin not long before and we hadn't bolted the door. Then... Hello? Is anybody there? Shout if you need assistance! Oh, that sounds like... Inspector Hosinaga. Oh, yes. That's it. When the ship stopped suddenly, the bolt flew across and locked the door. Yes, it's made of metal, but it's small and light enough to be moved by the ship's sudden change of speed. Or the force of inertia, if you want to call it that. Are you trying to say that last night, after Mrs. Serogi was killed, the door locked itself? Swag. This is Baya made another emergency stop. Ah! When I woke up this morning and looked around the cabin, I thought it looked a little odd. All the books on the shelves had toppled over, and all the ornaments. It was almost as someone had run their hand across the shelves and deliberately knocked everything over. Oh, yes, I remember that. And I stood them all up again, didn't I? And when we came back into this cabin, we were surprised to see the same thing in here. Cool jeans can talk. Yo! Hell yeah! Can it also open itself as well? It could have, but if we're talking about, so if we're saying the bolt runs this way and the ship's going this way, and the ship's running, it emergency stops because it probably wouldn't go forward fast enough for the bolt to unlock. But when it stops and reverses, the bolt, like, because the boat goes like, whee, the bolt goes in. You know? That makes sense. As all the books and everything are toppled over, just like Mr. Osogi's cabin. Oh my! Do you have anything to say about this, Miss Problema? Got to your mind? You say Baya made an emergency stop? Just seem a little far-fetched. How could that possibly have happened? Unless you're saying that the culprit is actually someone from the engine room. Oh, it is simple enough. Hmm? Are you forgetting the button in the passageway outside? Used to trigger the emergency alarm? Oh, yes, of course. There was a notice, wasn't there? Telling you earlier to press the button in time of emergency. On dark nights when the fog is dense, the captain cannot afford to rely on the eyes of his lookout alone. Hence the placement of a number of buttons around the vessel to allow any crewman to raise the alarm. The sort of button one is almost compelled to press to satisfy one's curiosity. Wait, it was you? When the button is pressed, two things happen in the interest of safety. The emergency alarm bell rings and the vessel comes to a complete stop. As indeed it did a little earlier today. You think she was feeling against the wall so she didn't fall? Maybe? Maybe? Mrs. Sholmes and pressed it. She could have. I think last night maybe it was dark and she was trying to feel on the wall and she pressed it on accident, which bolted the door. Or like he was helping her because he didn't write in his log at all after that time. Like he stopped writing nothing to report. He would like stop writing for the rest of the night, which he does every half hour. He'd write nothing to report. He stopped doing that. So he was either an accomplice or something else. Surely it wasn't you who... They always say a button has but one purpose in life. Be pressed. Whatever the occasion. He sounds almost proud of himself. I dare you mess with ship. I report you to Captain, you're in much trouble now. Now, I'm sure that can wait until later. Let us not overlook the fact that we have now learned a valuable lesson. When the vessel makes an emergency stop, the bolts on the cabin doors slide closed. So, what we must now consider... Yes, it all comes down to one thing now. Last night, after what happened to Mr. Osogi, did the bell go? Did the ship make an emergency stop, or did it not? You are idiots! Barrier is huge ship with many passengers. If you make an emergency stop, even in the middle of night, there will be chaos everywhere. What are your thoughts, Mr. Naruhodo? Well, it's certainly possible that some kind of emergency happened last night. We have evidence to support that idea. Really? What evidence, Mr. Naruhodo? Fascinating. Do show us, my good man. What evidence promotes theory that some emergency gripped this vessel last night? Oh, this guy? The revolutionary?
Yes!
Never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. Okay, that's what the headaches come in, like big waves, not the emergency stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Okay. Hello, you can't kill the fly? No! Zero, you can do it. I believe in you. Kill that fly. Also, welcome back, Elise. But yeah, big waves is all I can think of, like a storm. Oh, wait, the log? Ship's log, ship's log, ship's log, ship's log. Evidence will not always be that which exists, per se. It's the ship's log. Okay, cool. Stop talking to me. Stop talking! Sorry. Ah.
Yes!
Seems Stroganoff. It's your duty to patrol the first class area of the ship, isn't that right? Da? That is correct. Why? I tried. Like a small towel. I'm gonna. What did you miss? You missed. She killed that guy on purpose. Little Russian ballet lady. Did kill our best mate on purpose. He did not just trip over a cat and die. This guy, for some reason, something was going on last night. Suspicious. We're trying to figure out why he died, like why she killed him. Obviously, we need a motive, but we didn't get a motive last time either. So I don't know if we're gonna get a motive this time. Reaction. I didn't react that much to it. I can't remember how I reacted now. But we're just now trying to prove she did it. And we presented the fact that the bolts lock themselves whenever the ship stops, an emergency stop. We've proved that now, that obviously the door could have locked after she'd left the room. The ship's locked here. This would be why you record the details of your duties. What are you doing with that? That is mine. Ah, he rather carelessly left it atop the little makeshift bureau in the passageway out there. As responsible passengers, we took it into our care with a mind to return it to you later. I left it there on purpose. That is where I always put it. Point is, looking at what you usually record, it's clear that under normal circumstances you write the phrase, nothing to report every 30 minutes. And then you were like, oh, because I was still shocked about a cat murder. Yeah. From 2 o'clock last night until first light this morning, nothing was recorded at all. Nothing recorded in the log? That is that, because nothing happened. But if nothing happened, you would normally write nothing to report, wouldn't you? Oh, spooky. The embarrassment. Indeed so, which tells us surely after 2 AM something happened. So she's they're talking about the case we're doing. Cat murder, cat murder. Something happened here aboard the SSB. Something sufficiently significant to make you forget to fill in the ship's log, in fact. Are you suggesting that the ship really did make an emergency stop in the middle of the night? Stop talking rubbish! If I'm perfectly honest, I find that a little hard to believe myself. Oh? Why? Well, because if something as major as an emergency stop really had happened. Cat is a murder, not being murdered. Yes, the cat did not get died. Did. No dead cat. Head Van Duner is the victim. Yes. Surely all of us would have noticed. It's very true. Thanks to the emergency stop we experienced earlier, we all know what it feels like now. The ship lurched so violently, and the alarm bell was so loud. I can't imagine that anybody would sleep through that, even if it happened in the dead of night. Well, no, that's a good point. What of the throbbing? Great way of putting it. Sorry, what do you mean? Your head, man. The throbbing of your head since this morning. We've all suffered with it. Ah! Oh, yes, I have a headache. You're right. In fact, I haven't been feeling myself since I woke up today. Nor have I. My head has been feeling heavy ever since dawn. Yes, you've all been afflicted, haven't you? Just as I suspected. He's right, my head's been throbbing today too. You kind of... And since eating dinner yesterday evening, everything has felt sort of hazy. I can't even remember anything that happened after I climbed back inside the wardrobe. Then the first thing I noticed this morning was the throbbing pain in my head. I'd already been dragged out of the wardrobe. Anne had those handcuffs put on me by that point. Why didn't I wake up when all that was happening to me? Did you get poisoned? Or like drugged? Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo. You boarded this vessel as a stowaway, didn't you? Oh, well, yes. Sorry. The stowaway class of accommodation doesn't usually include meals. What did you survive on? Ah, well, Kazuma looked after me. He was always happy to share his meals. So you enjoyed some of the whole roast chicken that was served last night? Was the chicken drugged? And then he didn't have any chicken because he doesn't like chicken? So everyone had roast chicken that night. A chef, or someone who knows a chef, managed to sneak in drugs into the chicken. All of us conked out. They thought that Kazuma would be knocked out as well, but he didn't eat any chicken, so he was very awake and like walking about. Yes, in fact, I had all of that. Kazuma wasn't fond of chicken. Oh, really? So the victim didn't eat any of the chicken at all? That's right, he didn't touch it. Is that relevant? My dear fellow, does that not strike you? Oh, Mr. Sholmes, do you mean to say that there was something wrong with the chicken? Tiny chef just ran in and out. Yeah, I do. No. Really? Is that really true? The meal prepared for the passengers last night had been tampered with. Tampered with by the addition of soporific designed to induce a very deep slumber in those who consumed it. A sleeping drug? Do you mean whoever did lace every meal with a sleeping drug so no one would have noticed the ship's emergency stop? Mr. Naruhodo, of course that's not what Mr. James means. What a far-fetched idea. Precisely. Lacing every meal of every passenger on board with a soporific drug would certainly be impossible. Unless, that is, every single member of the crew was a conspirator. What? Mr. Sholmes? Bruh, what? That's drogas! Well, Seaman? Eh? I don't think he did that. I'm sorry to say that any more deception in this matter will get you nowhere. Why is he looking at her? If you refused to talk, there would have been an inquiry made through the shipping company, of course. And were that to happen, every member of the crew and the captain himself would be hauled over the coals. For aiding and abetting a renegade. Did they help the Russian guy? Oh my god, yeah, they're all Russian. They probably helped the Russian, this man escape. The revolutionary. They probably helped him escape. So they had to do an emergency stop without everyone knowing so they could get him about the boat, I guess. Yeah, he's sus. Please, no more. I will tell everything. Eh? I cannot make problems like this for everyone anymore. These crewmen are your former comrades, I believe. Yes. So when I decided to run away, I asked him to help me. We all agreed to help. everyone together. She threw away everything. Her fame in the ballet, Mother Russia. We wanted to help our angel. Oh, I don't believe it. So they, oh, to get her on the boat, they drugged everyone and disguised her as a revolutionary. You're right, we put sleeping jug and chicken last night. Okay, yeah, so it wasn't to help the revolutionary, it was to help her get on the boat disguised as the revolutionary. So they had to make an emergency stop so they could get her onto the boat. Okay. Yes, I remember now. I did notice chewing on a lump of something rather strange and bitter at one point. Da. We could not make all drug, how you say, dissolve? Ugh. Talk about heavy seasoning. At midnight in waters near Shanghai, we brought our angel on board. She was helped by Comrade on shore with a small fishing boat. While all the passengers at Hesperus slept soundly, thanks to the almost magical effects of the slumber-induced potion their evening meals had contained. So if that's what happened, the only people awake on the ship last night were the crew, people who disliked chicken, and the newly boarded passenger, Miss Pavlova. And that means it would have been possible for you. You could have used the emergency stop trick to lock Kazuma's cabin door. But how does that make sense? Surely every cabin door would end up locked in that case, and there would have been complete chaos. He was awake though. Kazuma was awake. Oh, I wouldn't say so. What? Ah, of course. Just like us, all the other passengers would have eaten their evening meal of chicken in their cabins. After which they would have been overwhelmed by tiredness because of the sleeping drug. Bruh. They poisoned everyone on the boat. Quite. And according to all passengers were already in their cabins for the night. Yes. The overwhelming majority of passengers would habitually sleep in their cabin doors bolted anyway. So that one of them would have found it remarkable to find the door locked in the morning. In summary, in order to fasten the bolt of a single cabin door on the ship, the culprit brought the entire vessel to an emergency stop in the early hours of the morning. We have talked a long time and said many things at this point. The point is what I said earlier. There was somebody else present on the scene when the victim lost his life last night. Someone who left a message in Russian on the floor in an attempt to incriminate others. Someone who tried desperately to hide the broken fragments of glass that could reveal the culprit's identity. And someone who abused the ship's emergency stop procedure in order to lock the door. All told, a busy night. But... I don't know about any of this. I'm just a little girl. He did it then. Okay, it was the guy. He ate the chicken? Yeah. Kazuma didn't eat the chicken, so he was awake. So he had to be dispatched. Because he probably would have found out about her, and then she would have had to go back. So he, Stroganoff probably did it, I think, maybe? You like to speak with your long English words and explain your clever ideas. But I am a sailor, and sailors don't listen to long, boring stories. We don't believe. Sailors like me, we trust only what we see with our eyes. A laudable trait. What? Bruh, what? I'm quite in the same disposition, my good man. Observations to me means everything. Listen, Arahodo. Oh, yes. Do you hear it? That accusatory cry of guilt on the wind? Okay. What accusatory cry of guilt? Sorry, you've lost me. Are you dumb? Proof of involvement, man. But you can't hear such a call with your ears. No. You must hear it with your eyes. For observation is the basis of all deduction. What are you talking about? I believe the time has come. Please. For one final logic and reasoning spectacular. To expose the truth. This is a little better than a cat killer, but I'm still upset. Sympathy. Okay. Your assistance, if you please. Okay, here we go. With what exactly, Mr. Sholmes? Thank you for the hydrate. Oh. Water. With observation, my dear fellow, just as I said, one of the two things. Observation. If you remember, Mr. Naruhodo, we know that somebody tried to fabricate evidence, don't we? By tampering with the scene of Mr. Asogi's death. What we're looking for is some trace of evidence that one of these two was there when it happened. Precisely. You were delightfully quick to grasp my meaning. Alright, I'll see what I can see. So we're looking for a trace of evidence that shows someone else was there last night when Kazuma died. Ew. I think it's on his face. There's burn marks. Left ear. Why? Ring. Thing. She has some petite ears among that beautiful hair. They're little pink shells. What the fuck? Water that. I drank water! Oh, what's that? There's something dangling down from her ear. Moon. Ah, it's an earring. The crescent moon part looks as though it's made from wood. Pretty! It's charming, isn't it? Women do like these adornments like that. I have moon earrings on. In their hair, around their necks, on their fingers, and even hanging from their ears, it seems. Well, jewelry is beautiful, Naruhodo-san. Okay, cool. Her earring's gone. Just little big shawls. Oh, what's that? There's something attached to her ear. Ah, I expect that's what's called an earring. It's a little piece of jewelry. Yeah, an earring. Is it? Really is tiny. Perhaps part of it is missing. Maybe it broke off. So now all that's left is the clasp part that attaches to the ear. If that's the case, she doesn't appear to have noticed that it's broken.
Yes!
Were we to find a piece of those earrings in Mr. Asogi's cabin, it would prove beyond doubt that you were there. Though, you haven't actually found anything yet, so... That deduction was wanting in every way. Yes, I was wanting you to hear it. I'm quite proud of it. Bruh, do I lose a point? No! I only have 2! Bro! How is that supposed to show that someone else was there when Kazuma died? I can think of 2 possible ways. Either we find a trace of something that the person in question left behind at the scene, or, if that's not possible, a trace of something that the person took away from the scene, either accidentally or deliberately. A trace of something someone took away. If you observe closely enough, I believe you will find an example of both. Give them a long, hard, and uncompromising stare from all sides. That's my advice. Chunky arms! He sounds like tree trunks, doesn't he? Hairy tree trunks. He certainly has sailor's arms. He's born a man at the sea. Even though he had been awake, I couldn't have done anything about being dragged out of the wardrobe by him. Naruhodo-san? My voice broke. Are you alright? You seem to be lost in thought. Fruity. Little bit fruity, getting lost in his arms. Okay, bestie. Can I... He has like burn marks on his face, so I can't say anything about them.
Yes!
Yo. Seaman Stroganoff. Seem to have quite a large purple stain on the back of your white uniform there. Eh? Ah, yes, I don't know where the dirt came from. It's purple, babes. Nothing in particular comes to mind about the stain. What are you trying to say? It would appear that the significance of the stain has escaped your attention, Seaman. Allow us to make it plain. It's a very large purple stain on the back of Seaman Stroganoff's uniform, and I think what made it is clear. Indeed it is. So, Mr. Naruhodo, present the evidence that proves it. My pleasure! The evidence with that stain on the back assumes is what caused purple stain. I've not got like the ink pot or anything. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Oh! Yes, it's this photograph and the ink it shows. That's what caused the stain on your uniform. Bro, why are we so good at this right now? Ink? Rather unusual color of ink, purple. Ah, the penny drops at last. Now you see the significance. A Russian word on the floor next to the victim's body was written in purple ink. And the stain on the back of the uniform, the ink is exactly the same color. If the ink had been dry, it couldn't possibly have stained your uniform in that way. Which means you must have been present in the cabin in the moments immediately after the ink was spilt. Alright, yes. Just me. I did it. Everything. I don't believe you, babes. Not everything, at least. I arranged everything in dead student's cabin to make it look like wardrobe band did it. And I pressed button to make my do emergency stop and bolt cabin door shut. I did everything so no one suspected Angel. Biff, please. Authority, Angel. Let me do talking. It was after 1 in the morning. I was on duty patrolling passageway. And an angel came to me. She was white like sheet. Biff, please, you must help me. Okay. I went with her. The door to cabin number 1 was open. When I looked inside, I saw student boy on floor. What happened here? Oops, that wasn't Russian. Please, don't tell anyone. My little one. My little furry friend. Everything that happened in cabin is like Angel told you. The kitten escaped through the ventilator into Mr. Soki's cabin, and he tripped over it and broke his neck when he fell to the floor. Oh, then he tripped over it, broke his neck. Yes, that's right. So after the incident when the cat ran away, Miss Oliver then visited the cabin next to hers, only to find its occupant lying lifeless on the floor. So he did just trip over a cat and die? So she was worried when she heard sound of something falling on the floor. That's when she went to look. No, Angel? So it was an accident? The door was not locked. So she opened to look and already know what happened. Accidentally tripped over a cat and died. It's just one thing, if you wouldn't mind. Babes! Embarrassing! What? When you went to Mr. Osogi's cabin, Miss Pavlova, was he already dead? Why? I already told you! When Nina opened door to the student's cabin and I looked inside, I was asking Miss Pavlova. What did I miss? Actually admitted sneaking on board. Biff Stroganoff has admitted to doing the whole thing, like reorganizing the crime scene, doing the emergency stop. He's admitted to doing all of it. But he's trying to take the fall more for Miss Pavlova. And I think she did more and had more to do with it than he's letting on, because I think he's trying to take the fall for it so she doesn't get any backlash. But it seems right now like it was an accident again, but I don't believe it again. Still stupid. Haha. Well, Miss Pavlova? Bah. Oh. Yes, that is right. I saw him. It was dark and he was wearing black, but he was on the floor, not moving. I was scared. Why does that make the room like it's purple? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I understand, and I believe you. Is that finally it now? Have we discovered the real truth about Kazuma's death at last? He accidentally tripped over a loose cat? Please, something very nearly slipped my mind. Oh, Mr. Sholmes, please. This photograph. Yes, I took this myself, you know. Cause of death is a broken neck, therefore the victim died instantly. And the unfortunate incident precipitated these events. A kitten on which the victim stumbled. Bruh. What? However, if those are the facts, there is one particular area in this photograph that seems to me somehow unnatural. What do you mean unnatural? What are your thoughts on the madness, Naruhodo? Oh, well... Kazuma tripped and fell, and by some terrible stroke of bad luck broke his neck. Which part of this photograph print seems unnatural? Huh? His face. Because he looks in pain. He fell forward. Where his arms tied. No, he would have just tripped like normally, but his face, I think, is like...
Yes!
Anyways, besties. You fall back, maybe you fall forward. Because he scuffed his shoe along the floor, so which part of the photograph print? His hands. His beautifully laid hair. Like he was asleep on the floor. His fist. Let's go with his fist. Let's see.
Yes!
Where's it go? Where's it go? If you fall, wouldn't you have your palms open or something? You are so smart. Because that just did not occur to me. You fall forward, you hold your hands and catch yourself so you don't fall. Oh my god. You two? Alan Crazy Cow, I need you here every time I shoot my attorney because I'm going to get stuck and you two are going to save me. Because I do not think of these things and you're just like, oh. Boop, boop, boop. Smart. Brain massive. Again, if you really fell due to an unfortunate accident, then his fist just doesn't seem quite right. The exact same thought occurred to me. In a fall, one's instinct is to open the palms flat. Crazy. You two! Ah! Yet here we see the victim and his left hand tightly balled into a fist. Almost, you might say, as though he were gripping something. Did he have his sword out? What do you mean? Simply that I took the liberty of investigating the victim's fist a short while ago. You did? And what, pray, do you imagine I found there, my dear fellow? Mrs. Sholmes. Show us, please. Why, of course, my dear madame. Madame, whoops. Would I keep you in suspense? Besties! Do you want to know what it is? The earring! The earring! Oh, I didn't grab the right thing. Get. The earring! It's the earring! It's the earring! Ah! Ah! Okay, wait. Oh! A crescent moon with a little gemstone in the middle. Yes, you're right. The crescent moon. It's very pretty. What does it do? So he like grabbed it off her as he fell? Like he fell and was like, ah! Bonk. Start an agency, please do. Literally. Oh my god. Like, tells us nothing. Look how fucking she's shitting herself, babes. Tells us nothing, my absolute bumhole. What the hell? That crescent moon looks familiar somehow. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before. Observation, Mr. Naruhodo. That is the key. What? The truth is now tantalizingly close. How did that crescent moon come to be in Kazuma's clenched fist? This is the final clue, the last piece of the puzzle. Ask yourself, what does this little crescent moon mean? What significance has it? And observe. Find your answer with your own eyes! Lol.
Yes!
It's all over. I noticed that on your ear, even though you have a metal earring, the decorative part of it seems to be missing. That little link holding it must have broken, I suppose. Eh? What? But looking at your other ear, I noticed a crescent moon. Ah! Ah! Mr. Shums is rather handsome. Handsome. Speaking is so good. I don't believe it. She killed him on purpose, but why? Why? Now, the missing crescent moon was found in the victim's clenched fist. Clearly, there's only one logical conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes. Miss Pavlova, Mr. Osogi must have grasped that crescent moon and pulled it from your ear. Perhaps just moments before he fell to the floor. In other words, last night in Mr. Osogi's cabin, you witnessed the moment the victim fell in your own eyes. Oh my lord. He can't do it, but he works here. Sometimes he's dumb and sometimes he's really smart. But then the question is, why did Mr. Osogi do that? Why did he pull your earring from your ear and hold it in his clenched fist during his final moments? Oh no. Angel? Not much of a fucking angel now, babe. She's killed someone. No one can protect you now. Please, Miss Pavlova. Tell us the truth. Last night, what did you do to Kazuma? Tell me. I think about everything that happened yesterday. It was too much. Running away, the fishing boat in the middle of the night, trying to climb onto this huge ship. And then, when I was at last in this cabin and I could relax after this horrible long day. Darker, wait! I couldn't believe it when she disappeared through the ventilator. I tried to call her with a little whistle. I tried waving her favorite toy, but nothing worked. Darker would not come back. Hey, he was awake. He's wrote in his journal. What are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector? Oh. I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine. Okay. Okay. The young man from your country, he was very polite and kind. He helped me to find Darker and he promised not to tell anyone. But then, when I had my friend in my arms again and I was going to leave the man's cabin. Just a moment. Sorry, but... Oh, yes? I'm sure I know your face. I've seen you somewhere before. She killed him just so she could escape the ballet? Did she murder him because she was scared he was gonna rat? Oh, no fucking way. I am still alive. I want to finish this case. I think we've solved it. She's telling us what happened that night. Pretty sure it was good. I am glad. In me belly. Ah. Oh, of course. You're Nikolina Pavlova, aren't you? The Russian ballerina. Huh? No, I don't know the name. Blah, 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 blah. My heart nearly stopped when he said that. He knew who I was. How could this man from a land in the faraway east know a Russian ballerina? Yes, I saw your performance in Japan. The beauty of the ballet made a deep impression on me. But what are you doing on this ship? I'm sure I read that your ballet company was performing in Shanghai at the moment. I can't fool him. I have to tell him the truth and hope he doesn't tell anyone. I have no other choice. I see. So you've run away. Please, please keep my secret. Don't tell anyone. Babes, you are famous. It comes with the job, babes. We have zero sympathy for this woman right now. Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here. You want to get... Oh my god. He was gonna go get me out the wardrobe. Like, second opinion, please. I'm got murdered! Ah! Oh my god. That's insane. Oh, she could not have assumed anything else though. She had no clue. So why would someone be in his wardrobe asleep? Why would someone be in his... I understand why she would think that. If it was me and there was a cord to alert the captain of the ship or the wardrobe, I would think they were gonna go do that if they said they needed a second opinion. You know? But like, babes, that's embarrassing, babes. He was gonna get his mate out the cupboard and you were like, fuck you, die. What? Like, also, didn't he not just, didn't she just say that the captain and the crew were all in on her getting on the ship? But it must just be the crew and not the captain. What the fuck? He's gonna pull the cord, he's gonna tell the captain. Why didn't I think I could trust him? Then it happened. Everything at once. It was only a second, but it felt like forever. Wait, I shouted, and then Darko jumped out of my arms and down to the young man's feet. And as he turned around to look at me. Oh my god, that's brutal, babes. Oh my god, right on the corner of the bed and snapped his neck. You gotta go, Elisa. I hope you're never gonna see your night. Oh my god. I think I'd be more freaked out if I found out the person who I just told him a secret had a person in the wardrobe. Yeah. Like, I pushed him. She literally just pushed him and he died. I don't even know why. I don't know why I did it. I was just so scared. And I had to stop him from telling anyone about me. God, they've got to come up with you. Oh my god. And that's when you went to fetch help? From Seaman Stroganoff, who was on duty outside in the passageway. I heard Nina cry out and then thud on floor, so I ran to her. She was standing at cabin door, shaking lightly. She looked at me and said, "Help me, Biff. If they find out, I will be... Please, I have nowhere to go." Bitch. So you decided to help, and that's when you arranged things. You could see in his cabin to make it look like I did it, so that no one would suspect the passenger in the cabin. Next door? Yes. I went into the cabin and looked around to make sure there was nothing to show Nina was there. And then I found Stowaway. In wardrobe, still sleeping. Right, that's when he found me. So you worked out a plan. To lay the blame on the Stowaway. I closed wardrobe doors and put back strange paper sign. Luckily for me, that's the only reason Sotosan started to believe me when I said I was innocent. I dragged young man's body to a good place and used ink to spilling to write on floor. I wrote, So the people who found him would look inside the wardrobe and find stowaway. Is he not just— No! How'd the earring end up in his hands? I guess, like, when she, like, pushed him, he, like, grabbed her and, like, fell and then hit his neck on the thing and, like, bleh. So he didn't die in the position he got left in on the photo. He died somewhere else and probably grabbed her and grabbed her earring off. And welcome back, Georgia B. Hello! We just wrapped up the case, I think. We just figured out why it happened and how it happened and without seeing the inside of a courtroom, which is kind of interesting. I like it. What did the glass bell? It was by my feet, so I picked it up. I see. But it was dark in the cabin. I didn't notice the other half. Aww. He died by the bed, not in the middle. Yeah. So I think he managed to grab the earring when he was, like, being pushed over. He probably, like, grabbed out, like, got pushed and was like, ah, you know? Because he hit his neck on the poster of the bed. That's where he snapped his neck. And there's a beautiful portrait behind you without the light in your room. It looks kind of creepy. It does look kind of creepy back there. I'm gonna get some lights in the back, but right now it does look kind of creepy. Angel went back into her cabin and I finished job by pressing the emergency alarm button in the passageway. He didn't die by tripping. Exactly. Now we know that. Colin the SS boy did indeed come to an emergency halt a little after 2 AM. Thus enticing the bolt on the cabin door to slide shut, creating the locked room mystery. And we heard the snap sound, so it's real, yeah. There's still one thing I don't understand, Miss Pavlova. What? Well, you said that you told Kazima about the fact that you'd run away from your homeland. And it's because you were worried he was going to tell the captain that you pushed him. Isn't that right? Yes. But even if you had pulled the bell cord and called for the captain of the ship, aren't you friends with every member? That's what I just said! She's friends with every member of the crew! Why would that have been a problem? Is it just the captain? It was what he had said first that made me scared. What he said first? What are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector? Oh, so okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine. Okay, so she thought it was going to be like he said an inspector was his friend. Oh, yes, meaning me. He was supposed to be acting as his bodyguard. I thought that if police knew about me, they would arrest me. That's awkward. So before I could pull the bell cord, May I stop you a moment, please, Miss Pavlova? It just doesn't seem to make sense. I mean, was Mr. Isugi really going to pull the bell cord? I don't know. What? He was going to go to the closet and get me! What do you think, Mr. Naruto? Oh, did we not already realize that he was going to go get me? Well, I'm not Kazuma, so I can't know for certain, but he was a man of his word. If he told you he wouldn't give your secret away, then he wouldn't have done it. No, he was walking over to it. He was walking over to the wardrobe, babes. He was going to pull the cord. He was going to make them send me back. Well, Naruto? The day's work is not yet done, it seems. There is one more deduction to make. What? Another deduction? Bro, me. He was going to go get me. He wanted my opinion, and he died for it. So I'm the reason he's dead. What action was the victim really about to take in that moment? Not with the sad music. Don't do this to me. Can we determine whether the young man's gaze was directed? No! What the fuck? Consider the victim's location within his cabin. It's easy, I remember every detail of that room. I mean, yes, I spent quite a lot of time in the wardrobe, but still, that cabin has been my home for this entire voyage. This is how the cabin looked last night when Miss Olive visited Kazuma-sama. Yes, this is exactly how it was. Are you ready then, Miss Naruhodo? Yes. There's one thing I've learnt today. It's that a simple gaze can reveal all manner of truths. And not only that, in order to draw the right conclusion, Can't afford to be out by even a little bit when you're following the gaze as to where it lands. So, when he turned away from Miss Pavlova, what exactly was Kazuma looking at? Ah! Get out of the wardrobe!
Take that!
Considering everything that happened last night, certainly it may have looked as though Kazuma was going to ring the bell cord. Yes, however. Coming out of the closet, babes. What is directly beside the bell cord? The wardrobe. The wardrobe? More importantly, what was inside the wardrobe? Ah! The man's great friend! Sadly. Ah! Oh my god, no, that's so sad. Miss Olivia, please think back very carefully. What were Mr. Isogi's exact words last night? Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here. Another opinion? Yes, but not from a member of the crew. No, Mr. Isogi intended to consult his close friend on the matter. To see if between them they might be able to help in some way, no doubt. Oh no. Sadly, we can't know the truth for certain now. It's too late for that. But I wish you had made sure of what Mr. Isogi was looking at. Things may have ended very differently, if you had. Start crying, bitch. I'd feel so bad. I'm nearly crying. Miss Pavlova. I want to thank you for finally admitting the truth. But unfortunately, the truth is a man lost his life because of what you did. And that will never change. I shouldn't know about the person in the wardrobe. This is true, but like, it's like you should have made sure. Like, obviously, in that moment, you're gonna think he's gonna ring the call because you wouldn't think there's a person hiding in his wardrobe, but also, like, it's just so unfortunate. So sad. I hope you'll never forget that. I'm sorry. Really, I'm so sorry. Cry, bitch. What have I done? You killed a man, is what you did actually. Yeah, that's what I ask really. And so, at long last, the mystery surrounding the tragic accident on the SS Bayer is finally laid to rest. This music is too good! I didn't mean to shoot for 3 hours! What happened to Miss Pavlova now then? Once we reach Great Britain, she'll be handed over to the British police at Scotland Yard. What about the fact she ran away from Russia? Wouldn't the Russians try to repatriate her? No. Apparently the English detective can speak to the immigration office and sort all that out. Mrs. Sholmes can do that? So she won't be going back to Russia then? No. I don't think so. Even if she wanted to return in the future, I doubt she would be able to. She ran away, so now she's in exile for life. Let's see. She's 15, yeah, she's 15. A demon's fears came true. She got arrested, is that thing she didn't want, literally, like, she didn't get away from it. See Miss Stroganoff? He apologised. Aw. I wanted to help our angel, no matter what. But I didn't think about you, about how you lost a good friend. I will go with Nina. I will give myself to British police. It's kind of you. In the meantime, thank you for letting me go free again. Kazuma's death feels like such a waste, but... well, do what you can for Miss Pavlova, won't you? Done. Well, I'm afraid you need to pack now. We're due to arrive in Hong Kong tomorrow. As much as it pains me, I'm going to have to hand you over to the consul and arrange your passage back to Japan. Yes. I did stow away after all. I couldn't really expect any different. Ah! What the fuck? Okay. So you should get back to your cabin now. Looks like my study tour to Great Britain is over before it's even begun then. I think that only days ago Kazima and I were laughing together about how we'd tear up the streets of London. It seemed like a distant memory from now. The internship in London. Yeah, he wasn't actually on it. He was just gonna get there and just, like, I guess hope. They're expecting someone. They are, yeah. Oh, what's that? Is it someone weeping? Bruh. Oh, she has his sword! Sasuke-san? Naruhodo-san, I didn't know you'd returned. Oh, well, I haven't been back long. Inspector Sanaga just told me I should pack. You know, I'm ready to leave the ship tomorrow and all that. So the Groovy. Yeah! It's so funny. It's not funny, it's really sad Groovy's dead. But she's crying! She made me cry! I still can't believe this has happened. I can't believe someone's life can be over just like that. Sato-san. No. Okay. He had such grand ideas for this visit to Great Britain. So many dreams. And now they've been cruelly taken away. Just as he has. I thought I could never forgive the person responsible. But now we know the truth. That it was just an accident. Just a silly series of mishaps. It's too much, Naruhodo-san. It's just too much. Yes, I know. I wish there was something I could say. Inspector, my duty was to see Asogi-san safely to Great Britain, but I failed. And caused his two closest friends great pain and suffering as a result. I've let everyone down. And I will do anything to make up for my terrible blunder. Nobody blames you, Inspector. And I'm free again now. At least— Huh? Why? Why my hand goes back on? Bitch. Oh my god. Surprise, Mr. Naruhodo? What is the meaning of this? Oh, a trifling matter. Simply that, in my head, I think I shall always picture you wearing those shackles. Without them, the balance seems all wrong. It's distracting. Sorry? So I decided to restore them. For old time's sake, shall we say. You're a stowaway after all. Bruh, it's not funny! Thinks this is funny? Rather, yes, apparently. Mr. Sholmes. I do appreciate all your assistance. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Not at all, not at all. No, it's a little late. May I offer my sincere condolences? The loss of your companion is truly heartrending. I hope you'll be able to fulfill some of his aspirations in his honor. I'm afraid that won't be possible. Do I get changed so I'm on the thing? Can Hillock Sholmes put in a good word for me in Great Britain? Like, oh, he's banging at detective work, you know. I think he should be a lawyer over here. Can he please do that? A bit more posh London and not northern, but we should be disembarking at next port in Hong Kong. We have to return to Japan and make a full report about everything that's happened. What? Wait a minute. It's just me that has to go back, isn't it? I mean, I was a stowaway. The terms of this study tour were negotiated by the Department of Justice in both Great Britain and Japan. It was to be one lawyer and one assistant. Was to be? In the light of Mr. Asogi's unfortunate death, I am afraid the study tour can no longer go ahead. Bitch, I'll go! I'll go! Oh no, I don't care for me, but... Poor Sato-san. No! My dear fellows, the majority of problems have been extremely simple, so that... Thank you! Put in a good word for me. Please! All you require is one lawyer. And the study tour can continue, surely. Put me on the study tour, bitch. Put me on it. Put me on it right now. Put me on it right now. You got it? But there's no one with the necessary qualifications, Mr. Sholmes. We know of no other lawyer. Qualifications, you say? Any qualification attained in your own country will be of little value in Great Britain, I'm afraid. Oh, but But anyway, the voyage to London still promises a good month of time. Ample opportunity, I would say, to find yourselves another suitable lawyer. Yes? Mr. Sato? Yes? Do you think perhaps I might be able to do it? Ah! But you're not a lawyer, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, unless you study. Bruh, did no one know I was studying law this entire time? Oh, I'm not studying law? You're pissing. No, I'm not, but what am I studying? I'm sorry, in that case, I don't think there's even a chance it could work. But as I said, there is still more than a month before we reach England's shores. Isn't that right, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, I have a month in which to study to learn what I must to become a lawyer in Great Britain. Bruh. I do study law without really knowing the law. I swore he was studying. I swore he was on the same course as Kazuma. That is embarrassing, babes. Mr. Naruhodo. It's ridiculous. Are you seriously suggesting anybody can learn all of that in just 40 days? Bestie, have you seen me? There's only one way to find out. Yes! I would work my fingers to the bone, Inspector, every single day. We all thought he was a lawyer. It was a lie. He just was really just yelling at people with no qualifications. Hold on, we need to go back. Oh my god, I swear I remember him saying he was on the same course. So you're just going to say, what did he do at the uni? Because he said he saw a professor from the department he was in, which I thought was law. Will you let me try? And if by the time we reach Great Britain, I haven't learned enough to be recognised as a lawyer, I'll take what Bruh, wait. It's proof that he's a student. He's not a law. He's not a law student. He's just a student at the uni. What the fuck does he do at the uni? Oh my god, man. I'll take whatever punishment is deemed appropriate. Bruh. But why put yourself in such a difficult position? He studies snails, for sure. For Kazuma. He said that there was something he had to do in Great Britain. And that he would sacrifice anything to make it happen. Does he want to find out why the Swan Lady killed the professor? Because I do. I want to know. He was passionate about it, and I can't let all that passion just come to nothing. And anyway, it's for my own benefit too. I will become a lawyer. I have to. What do you say, Mrs. Zato? Aw, she's so cute. I think it's a wonderful idea. Thank you. Ah! Okay. So, what does our bespectacled inspector friend say? You serious? One lawyer and one assistant. The numbers are indisputable. No, 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 it's madness. Yet fascinating, wouldn't you agree? Fascinating. Duty and rules are the dull routine of existence that we all abhor. Give us interest, give us fascination. Speak for yourself. Besides, qualifications are no measure of a man. What matters is his character. I didn't read the last bit. I skipped it on accident. It says he's a second-year student. They both take English classes though. So he's literally studying English. Okay. And you've witnessed. Okay, so I guess he can be in court there because he knows the language. Because like, okay, so I guess because he was just on the English course with him learning to speak English, so he'd go to Great Britain, right? No, you don't know. And you witnessed ample evidence of this man's exemplary character today with your own eyes, from the early hours of this morning until this very moment now. Despite contending with the passing of his close companion, despite the accusations of guilt, this man has shown resourcefulness, intelligence, and above all, courage. Very well. I'll think of a clever way to word my report to the Department of Justice. Inspector, after all, I did just make a promise, didn't I? Ah! said that I'd do anything at all to make up for my shortcomings here. Bro. Oh, thank you, Inspector. Yay! I love it. If you'll excuse me, I must pay a visit to the captain's quarters, I think. I need to discuss what to do next and how best to make my report. Are you really prepared to attempt this, Miss Narrowhead? Yeah, bestie. I am Phoenix Wright's great-great-great-grandfather. I'm gonna pass with flying colours, babes. I never lose a case. Yes, I'm going to try. I wonder, would you consider teaching me what I need to know? Everything about being a lawyer? And she can't even become one herself? That's so sad. I would be delighted to help you. I am a judicial assistant after all. Thank you. And Mr. Naruhodo. Do I get a sword now? I'd like you to take charge of this with his hair thing on it. Are you sure? I'm sure it's what Kazuma-sama would have wanted. Its name is Karuma. It's a great sword. It's been in the Asoki clan for generations. Very well, I accept. Babes, it's Susumo, babes. Might have been a medicine student? Ooh, maybe. Gatekeeping the guild boss herself. Oh my god. They really do be. They really do be. So then, Mrs. Sato. Seems we'll be working together for some time to come yet. It'll be an honor, Mr. Naruhodo. Where to begin? And for the next 40 days, I shan't grant you a single minute of freedom. We shall fill every spare moment with study. Yes, that's exactly what I need. She's so cute. But before we begin, I have an earnest favour to ask of you too. Goodness, what is it? Susato, I don't know if I really go that way. I feel like I'm kind of fruity, but please throw me to the ground 3 times. What? I should never have doubted you. You were Kazuma-sama's closest friend. Of course you would never have done anything to hurt him. That should have been obvious to me from the start. But I allowed suspicion to get the better of me. Ah! And no matter how upset I was feeling, it was completely unforgivable behaviour. Bestie. No, you're in shock. You just found out about me stowing away and the cabin door was locked from the inside. No! I won't let you make excuses for me. Whatever the circumstances, I should never have thrown you. And not just once, but 5 times! The number keeps creeping up, doesn't it? Please, you must. Just take hold of me and throw me. Do it! Don't even think about it! No! I don't even know how! I've never thrown anyone in my life! Please! Very wise, Mr. Naruhodo. Such a skill one acquires without considerable training. Oh, Mrs. Sholmes. I observed your throwing technique several times with great interest. I confess I was most impressed. Where did he see that? I presume that would be a form of Japanese wrestling. Oh, well, in a way. It's not wrestling, but my own interpretation of an ancient jujutsu technique. Jujutsu Kaisen, reference, no, it's just jujutsu. Apparently it's called the Susato takedown. Leaves your head swimming, believe me. Can you please do it on him? How beguiling. I can't say that word. I am a practitioner of the combative arts myself. I am a somewhat accomplished boxer. There he goes, dancing around again. I wonder if you'd be so kind as to instruct me on the technique of your arresting throw. Yes, I'd be honoured. Then let us not dally, demonstrate, my dear madam. Oh, of course. Not on me. Are you ready? No, I don't want to be. Okay, sorry. Yeah, bruh. As you can see, you throw from the abdomen. Oh, yes, interesting indeed, and that is what you term the Susato takedown, is it? Actually, no, that was a Susato squash. Bruh. I've been getting thrown about all over the place. In my groggy state of consciousness, a scene from an evening recently spent with Kazuma flickered in my mind. Ah! No, please. Don't do this to me, bestie. Knife. Ah! Karuma? That's right. It's a prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Asogi clan. Can't quite believe you managed to get permission to bring it with you. I mean, taking katana on a study tour is more than a little irregular, don't you think? Oh, hello, Lace. A Japanese man's sword is his soul, Ryonosuke, and I can't be parted from my katana. Karuma guides me. I truly believe that. Where are they? Hello! Wait. Any listening? Any listening? Ah! I tried. Hello, how are you? Hi! So his name compels his wielder to slice evil in two? Not that you would need much compelling. On that subject, yeah. There's something very important that I have to do in Great Britain. And I'll sacrifice anything to make it happen. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me. Oh, of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll see it through to the end with you. I've got the snake. I'm just getting the conclusion and figuring out exactly what happened. And I know exactly what happened now, so I know you wouldn't let me down. You didn't tell. Did you tell me what it was though? That important thing he had to do. I still don't. Bruh. I still don't know what that was. Are you kidding? Okay. But I'm gonna see the place for myself and work it out. In Great Britain's capital, London. Haha, London town. Number one between. And okay. Oh my gosh. I did not mean to stream until the adventure of the runaway room. Anyway, I didn't mean to stream for that long. Why am I zoomed in? Get away from me. All up in my business, babes. That was an adventure. That was indeed an adventure. And I can't see right now because there's too many. Okay. Zoom is 11:15. I am gonna go. That was really good. I really liked that. Nearly cried at the ending. Felt really bad. Because Uma literally died by being pushed over. Kind of embarrassing, but we'll let it slide. But yeah, hope the next case is just as good because I really liked that. I liked how it didn't, I like how it wasn't like going to end up in a courtroom. I like how because the pacing of it changes then, because I didn't know when it was gonna finish, and I kind of like, because usually the format is you see like the murder be committed. Usually you kind of will see who did it or you won't. And then you'll go investigate, then you'll go to court, and then you'll investigate, go to court, investigate, and then go to court for the last time, and you'll find out why it happened. That one literally all happened like within 3 different places. I had 2 different rooms to look at, I had a hallway to look at. That's all I had, and then 4 or 5 people to talk to for information. I didn't get it. And it was so good. And that is just like that just makes the franchise so good. That's what I love about this franchise is there was 3 different places for me to go exploring and like 6 different characters, and that is all I needed to nearly be crying because it was so good. And I love like the Herlock Sholmes like deduction thing where I like fill in the I love that. It's so good. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. We'll see what we do on Wednesday. We might start a new case. I could play Walking Dead. I could do a bunch of other stuff. I'll see which 2 options I put up. But I very much enjoyed playing this game with you. My hair has fallen out again of this weird little bun thing, but it's fine. I love you guys. I hope you have a good morning, day, or night, wherever you are in the world. I will see you on Wednesday and some other day in the week because I'm making up for missing Saturday. But I haven't decided yet. So I will see you guys soon. I love you guys.